Send supplies.
They may be able to hear you now. I'm just letting you know.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
Something thingy.
What I'm currently doing is just checking to see if the thing has noticed that I've started another thing. Please notice I've started another thing.
It does say exited host mode. That's a good sign.
That is a good sign.
And it did say that we went live. That's probably a really good sign.
Moogs, can you move your camera down too, please? Or sit up straight. Either one. Well, okay, maybe not quite that straight. Like where you're at currently is perfect. When the way that you were kind of hunched over, it was cutting off. It was like mid chin up, is what I could see.
People were posting screenshots of the new Assassin's Creed, and I was just like,
okay. Alrighty, I think we're about ready to go, so I'm gonna transition. Hello out there in the land of D's and all sorts of other fun things and whatnots. This here is Welcome to the Party's New to the Party. New to the Party being a game all about, getting into things, getting into some new D&D players, new people to streaming. In general, we're all quite new, although becoming rapidly old hat, I would say. If anyone out there can hear me on the stream, this might be our most on time, technically competent startup yet. So
if I had a party popper.
Poof.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm proud of us.
I am proud of us too. Good job, us.
I still don't see us on the live stream though.
Refresh.
I do.
Refresh. I found that if you don't refresh, then it holds it back for some reason.
Yeah, I see us and everything.
Here, hang on one sec. Here, let me just. I'm gonna hear myself in my own stream, and that's gonna be weird. But here, hang on one sec. Here, let me just. Okay, all right. Well, that's all the Ouroboros I can handle for right now.
I have some of these that came in the mail today.
What?
Ooh.
Those are pretty fancy looking too.
Switch where are you from me? I'm just gonna grab.
And I got some of these too.
I can show you some fairy.
Aw, shakes. Those are pretty.
I know, they're so pretty. They're sparkly.
Wiley, let me see it again.
Ooh, I got those too. Are those from Tabletop?
No, they're from Kraken Dice.
I got that same set from Tabletop.
Swamp Fairy Starfield.
Don't talk about
Which
Kraken.
I got in a giveaway from Drop the Die. Drop the
Even
Dice
better.
on Twitter.
Oh, you won that. Nice. Good.
I did. I was so excited because one of my best friends just sent me dice in the mail as well, so I got 2 sets of dice. I got nice shiny dice. They're all on my Instagram. And I got the most awesome D&D notebook from my best friend who made it, and it's just so cool.
It was so cool.
It's so nifty, and I've got so many spare pages, and I'm just the stationery nerd in me is just so amazed. I'm using it in real life game I'm on. It's just like
I can't reach my dice bag.
So hi. Let's just go around real fast and say hello to the people, and let everyone know who we are and what we play. I don't have nameplates up for you guys yet because up until very recently I just wasn't certain that I could get OBM to behave well enough to make sure that each person was in the same slot every week. But I think it's been working out pretty much the same now. Did I say OBS? Isn't that what I was?
You said OBM.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, behave.
The stupid program.
Sorry.
The program that I hate. We hates it. Trixie, false.
We hate it forever.
Nasty fat RBS.
Thank you very much. That was very, very good. I will. Okay, all of you guys do fine, but I will point out that the voice of God, Portia, my wife, is actually capable of doing it in such a visceral fashion and in such a way that I hate it so much that she knows that if she really wants to like freak me out, she'll get like right here and just go blah, and blah. I get like full body shudders. I can't stand it. Don't do it now. I see you sneaking up.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
I see her in the
They're all yelling
chat.
at
She
you.
can read this.
Come
Do
here.
it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
They stay a secret from us, my precious. Glue.
Yeah. Yay.
Apparently the voice of God is also creepy.
Guest appearance from the voice of God. And it turns out God is Gollum.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I'm now questioning if we've been listening to God or someone else.
Yes.
I don't know, but I'm scared.
I mean, if you want to start,
Wait.
if you want to start calling her the, anything,
No.
really, I'm fine with it. But let's all, I was gonna say, let's all like, keep it on the friendly side. Elsewise, she'll do that to me. And all right, so we have. Let's go. Let me see. Let's go. I'm thinking. I've been going counterclockwise. I've been going clockwise. I want to start. I want to start with Wiley today. I want to start with Wiley. Wiley, tell us about yourself, who you are, and what you play.
Awesome. My name is Wiley Hobbit. You can find me on the Twitters at Wiley Hobbit, and you can find me, well, here, right now, on Mondays, doing this. And my character in this little adventure's name is Findalar Elbane. He is a wood elf ranger. He's muy proficienzo, I just made that up, with the longbow, and he hates goblinses. And he's really excited about his two little archer tracker trainee guys. So very excited. And I have this really great, dreary, gross-looking mastiff named Thalion, who loves Metzi. That's me.
Alrighty. Let me see here. Cubit?
Hey, that's me. I'm Cubit. I play the human fighter, Brenly, who has more brawn than brains for sure, but she has really good intentions.
Now, what road is paved with those? I forget.
The one she's on.
Road to Outpost 27561.
Leech is right there with it.
Yes, he is.
Yes. To both. To all.
Yes.
All right. Let me see here. Eeny, meeny, miny, moogs!
Merg.
Hi, I'm Moogs. I'm playing the Tiefling Paladin Glory. Glory may or may not lose her shit this session.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All
I'm
right.
excited for that.
Exciting.
Him. Where am I pointing? Because of him.
Yes. So rude.
You know what? I'm not even going to apologize.
That's how you know you're doing it right, Deanna.
I know.
Yes, if your players want to cry, you're definitely doing it right.
And I would like to point out, without like having to like kill anybody's like player character or
their adopted goblins.
burning your houses down in real life, or none of that. None of the old tricks, you know.
Just flaming arrows at dawn.
Yeah, I see you.
I'm fairly far away. I'd like to see you make the shot.
All right, and then finally, the injured in combat, Shakespeare.
That would be me. Hello, I'm Shakespeare. You can find me at Shakespeare on Twitter and Instagram. And I'm playing the Tabaxi Warlock, Metzi, who is very, very tall, very grumpy, and has a soft spot, but no one is, no one is aware of in the party. Other people are, but no one.
We don't know.
Got a
She
soft side.
likes mastiffs.
No, she doesn't. No, he doesn't like mastiffs. I'm pretty sure that dog has treed him already on this journey. Just
He
straight
has?
up to him. Just like, no. Get
He's
away.
sweet. He's sweet.
He drools.
Both are true.
All right.
No soft
So-
spots for dogs or goblins.
So last.
Ogres are okay.
That's right, they are. So last game, we were in the middle
Heartbroken.
of, yes, we had just finished our election process, and the
No, we didn't.
lovable Lord Elswick had finally taken the mantle of mayor of this town and was in the middle of a rousing and uplifting speech before it was unceremoniously cut from his throat by a fairly large, well, small for a ballista, large for a thing protruding from someone's chest, bolt.
They're not cool.
I
Not
just
cool.
love describing
It
Elswick
was a
as
little bit
rousing.
cool.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, Elswick is capable when he feels that he's earned the opportunity.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah. Now he's bleeding out. So we will start in combat rounds. So I would like for everyone to give me initiative rolls. So remember, click on your token first, and then click initiative in your sheet.
I win.
Oh, I need to fix something. Hang on.
Yes, you definitely won there, Moogs. That is good winning. Well done.
Oh no.
Okay, there we go.
My roll 20 just crashed. Sorry.
Oh.
That is okay.
There we go. Please, technology, please.
So
Nice roll, 20.
I went through, I added a bunch of tokens to represent the townsfolk. They will all be scattering shortly and making things more difficult for you. I have added in the goblins, although that doesn't seem like nearly enough. Hang on.
Oh, I think it's plenty.
No, it's not enough.
we might beg to differ there.
We still have those little green things too. Zed, do you not see those?
No,
Oh yeah,
I
our
really don't.
creepy ghost town is still there. 3 little outbuilding things.
I don't see it, and thus it also doesn't show up on the stream. So deal with it.
Therefore, it does not exist.
So we're just seeing ghost bits.
Yes.
Hey.
And I'm afraid for now, that's just gonna have to
Mm.
be okay. Let me.
Is that creepy effigy supposed to be Elswick?
Is it?
Creepy effigy being the person lying on the ground.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Yep, yep, that's Elswick.
Good.
I suppose. Like here, wait, hang on. Actually, to make it more, hang on one sec.
It's kind of like a body. It's just.
Don't call him a body. He's not dead.
But.
Are you sure? Have you checked?
This is why we have leech.
Split.
Blood.
Split. There we go.
And
There we go. That's more appropriate, right?
Rude.
Oh god.
Don't take away my tall friend.
You're right.
And
I'm
then
stuck with all these short people.
Brick's taller than you.
Okay.
Brick's more of something I babysit than a friend.
He is really good at picking flowers, and you know it.
He's lovely, yes, but he's still a giant child.
Details.
That means you should like him.
I've spent the day with children. That does not follow.
We don't know that.
Besides, Metzi likes vulnerable, things. He's not vulnerable.
I hit him on the
You
knee
guys
and
are
he
doing an
fell over
awful
and
lot of-
cried.
He's literally built like a brick shit house. He's not vulnerable.
Just to echo your high school
He's
writing
a brick.
teachers, you guys are doing a lot of telling and not enough showing. So shush you. And let's focus up on the fact that we've got some real combat going. So I think we have everybody in. Let me see. Glory at 1, Metzi at 5, Finn at 14, Brenly at 10. What we're going to do is we're also going to add a couple people. Hang on. Okay. Add. So we're going to add the villagers. And add. And we're going to add goblins. Melee. Add. Goblins. Archers.
Oh, goody.
Add. And also, remember how I said that there was one fairly tall figure in blood red armor?
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Okay. So that I'm gonna sort of give away the surprise
okay.
there a little bit, but it is a single orc. So the goblins
Rich.
move
An
at
orc.
16. The villagers
Meld.
move at 12. The archers move at 11. And the orc moves at 18. So now we will go
I don't like that.
descending order.
Do we have Leech and Brick?
Yes. Are they not on the map? No, they're on the
No,
map.
I meant,
Yep.
are we
In the
higher
initiative order.
initiative order?
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. I forget that I also have to add them still.
Please
Leech.
add our healer into the initiative order.
I mean, I suppose. Hang on, actually, because I forgot to roll for them as well. So, /
Just wondering if I can pick up the healer and just throw him at the man. Just like,
He's a
Okay.
small creature, isn't he?
He is. He
I don't have that much
is.
strength.
He would have to be willing, I think.
No, not
Goblins are actually not unused to being tossed into battle. It's a fairly common tactic. Most goblin siege tactics actually revolve around like finding unique and interesting ways of throwing goblins into the thing that they are sieging.
It's like Cirque du Soleil. It's just like, whoop.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they can't really like lift a whole bunch of really heavy rocks and things to, load them up, and they're not great engineers either, so they can't reliably like chuck them at any particular velocity. But you get a couple of goblins inside a place, and they can eat all the chickens pretty quick.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
foxes.
Yeah, yeah.
Only,
Only
Uh,
more cute.
And then brick. Okay, brick. -2. Weird. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so let's reorder it. There we go. Alright, so everybody should be on here now. So just to sort of settle a debate. So after the ballista bolt into Elswick, Elswick is not like down and unmoving or immobile. In fact, he is coughing and sputtering and sort of like rolling and twitching on the ground. And he is weirdly, he is actually like, he finally gets both hands on the bolt and is trying to pull it out. Well, but that is what he is. That's what he is doing at the moment. It's up to all sorts of other factors as to whether that continues. But that is what he is currently doing. So the orc will actually go first, which makes sense because the orc got to yell out, charge, and the orc will do so. So the orc is going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Quick little bugger.
Well, so you can do a
Not
like,
so little.
basically this is their whole action. It's just running. Can get to about there. Just running. Totally ignoring anything and everything else. Now, those of you who are considering casting spells, do remember that line of sight makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to actually be able to see the thing that you're trying to shoot at. So that is the orcs' move. Now the melee goblins will all get their opportunity to do much the same thing. However, they don't move quite so fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll have to break apart around here. 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, so most of them are going to be able to get to there.
Burn into our ogre.
And actually, a contingent, they're going to be stuck like that. These guys are broken off a bit. Okay. There we go. So, Dem Gabos is moved. And so now we get to Finn. Finn, let me ask you a quick question. Finn, how do you feel knowing that you heard what was going on and had some indication of what was happening, but were unable to stop it? I'd like to know a little bit about your current state of mind.
I'm not happy about what I saw with Elswick. Kind of stunned. The fact that they're goblins. I know rangers don't officially rage, but I'm not happy. Do I have line of sight on the orc dude? I'm apparently in this tower back here.
Hang on. Which one?
Right back here. As you look at the map, it's to the back of the village on the left. I'm pinging.
Yeah, I'm zoomed in. So, oh, there you are.
Oh, okay.
Way over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would really come down to how many stories the L-shaped building is, because that's where I would be in trouble, I think.
Sure.
That's the
so
lumberyard.
What we'll do. So here, I'll
Which
zoom
is all
out
the
just a little
stores.
bit. And so I'll use the ruler tool, and we'll draw it from the center of this tile. I'll be as generous as possible. Even being pretty generous, it does not look like... I don't think that you would have line of sight. No, not on the orc.
Okay. So this is a two-story building, the L-shaped building?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, I gotcha. The Gobos are in these two groups. I have line of sight of nothing except Elswick.
Yeah, they all ran right on past where you were. Or
But
at
I
least-
saw them all. I saw them all run. So
Yeah, you
I
know
can
they're
at least
there.
do that.
You know they're there.
Okay.
So it's up to you to decide exactly what you'd like to
Okay.
do about it.
Considering I have to get down out of the tower with my action, would that basically cut my 30 to like 10 or 15 or 5, or how would that work exactly?
I would let you make an acrobatics check to tumble down out of the tower and use only 10. Or
Okay.
I would let you safely get yourself down, and that would take your move.
But
Okay, I'll go with the acrobatics, man. I'm emotional. I'm upset. My first opportunity to do what I was paid to do, and that's defend the village, especially from goblins. I'm not happy, so I'm going to acrobaticize myself rather poorly to the ground. Apparently.
Okay, now that's not going to stop you entirely. What it is going to do, it's going to end your move.
Yep.
But give me it's going to end your move, and then you're also going to take roll 1d4. You're going to take 2 points of damage just from falling and like twisting funny. But you are down, and you now have your regular action. And if you wanted, you could take another move during your regular action.
Okay. How much movement do I get?
Like a full move. Like you can take another full move during your regular action. You just won't get to shoot this turn.
Right. Yeah, see, I really have to have line of sight in order to do anything. What is the distance on the squares, Zed?
5 feet.
Okay, that's 30 feet.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I know that technically the building should be bigger than that, but I'm not going to quibble that much right now.
Gotcha. Okay, that is my turn.
All right. So moving forward, then it is.
Oh, wait. Did I already use a bonus action? Was that the falling down out of the tower part?
You did not use your bonus action.
Okay, I have one that I would like to use.
Okay, which is
Because now I can see my friend the Orko.
yeah.
And so I'm going to do a cool thing because I'm awesome and I'm a ranger, and I'm going to put this up in chat, hopefully.
I love cool things.
Cool things are very good.
I'm okay
Okay.
on cool things.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the Orc Red Armory guy.
Yes, that you can do.
And
Absolutely.
so once I get to attack, I'll get to deal an extra d6 when I hit him or her.
Nice.
And it's a one bonus action. So you see Findalar kind of fall down out of the tower, pick himself up, run, and then stop, focus himself. He's speaking something presumably in Elvish, clutching a little material spell component, little gesture, and poof, nothing happens according to what y'all see.
Metzi, if you cared, I could let you roll Arcana to figure out exactly what that was. But that presumes
I'm
that you're
really
paying
not
attention.
focused on him at all right
Yeah.
now. I'm not paying attention to him. Sorry.
Which is okay.
But we
So-
still love you.
You have your stuff, man.
I still
Um,
think you're cool, but yeah, Metzi isn't paying attention.
Brick and Leech are somewhat caught off guard by all of these goings on. Brick is holding a big old basket of flowers, and when the commotion begins, he just drops them on the ground and starts looking around. Leech is up in his spot in his basket, and is trying to figure out exactly what is going on. But when he hears the twang and then the townspeople get upset, Leech actually will try to hop off of Brick, but his turn comes later. So first, Leech will go wherever Brick goes to begin with.
Trying to get the straps off, let me out!
Yeah, exactly.
Baby in a baby walker, just like
Child harness.
So Brick will come over here and just stop the orc.
That's why I like Brick.
Something, I don't know if I explained this before. Brick doesn't have a weapon.
Yeah, it's a shield.
Well, exactly. And in fact, someone gave him another one. So Brick is using the heretofore unmastered Shieldentine style, which is
Brick the shield wall.
Yes, exactly. And so the orc comes running up, and Brick just, and then he looks straight at the orc and just goes, "Go home!"
So proud.
And that is Brick's turn. He will-
Glory's son is my favorite.
He does not attack yet.
Hey.
Favorite
which is-
nephew.
The villagers. So we'll run up here to the villagers. The villagers have gone ape shit. Many of them are scattering and just getting all over the fucking place. They are probably going to end up causing a bit of a mess.
Ye old kerfuffle.
Yes, a few of them.
Do the villagers include the children?
So I'm sort of
I have priorities.
I am sort of kind of fiating that about half of the villagers already left sort of magically, because obviously this isn't all the villagers that there
Yeah.
are. So the ones
It's
that are
past their bedtime.
yeah,
so.
the ones that are here are the ones that were most confused or uncertain. So all the kids, they're already inside, as safe as being inside can be when there's a bunch of alchemist fire-wielding goblins headed their way. But yeah, so that's what the villagers do. They scatter.
Okay.
So that is their turn. The goblin archers who have really already done their job, will 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 is correct. And then they will all take turns trying to shoot at Finn's little buddy. Which of the boys was in the south tower? Do we recall?
We can put Joey there, the
Okay.
younger one.
All right, so Joey is in the south tower, and the goblins are all going to attempt to shoot generally at him. However,
Hoping he remembers what I taught him about cover.
yes, he does remember that. And the moment
I'm
that
hoping they don't have flaming arrows.
the moment that bolts start coming at him, well, if they do, they're not using them yet. The moment that bolts start coming at him, he does duck his head. He does have cover, so we're just gonna roll. Let me see, 1d20 plus 3. Okay, so that is a miss, a miss, a miss.
Oh, he's
a
15.
miss. Technically, that one's a hit. Miss. A miss. I think that's the right number. Okay, so roll 1d6. Ooh, okay. Joey does take a hit. He's fine. He's got hit points. The two boys, by the way, have class levels. Most people do not. Most average humans who are villagers do not have class levels. The two boys do. I'll tell you more about that later. But he does have a class level. So he gets hit, but he just takes it like a champ. So that is... The goblins go, oh, although he should have fired at them, it occurs to me. Hang on his turn. Because they go when the villagers go. Okay, but he missed. Alright, so the goblin archers have gone. Brenly,
Gold
it
star.
is your
Try,
turn.
Joey.
Okay. Let me see how far I can move.
By the way, while you can move through friendly spaces, villagers do not count as friendly spaces. They are neutral. You have to move around them.
Okay.
Oh, for the love of...
They're in your way. They're not being helpful.
10,
Can I step over them?
15,
I'm tall.
25.
You're not like 20 feet
So-
tall.
So where I've just moved was my 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
Can I use action surge and move again?
Yes. Remind me, action surge. You're a fighter.
Yeah, I'm gonna click it.
We're-
Click. How do I click this?
There we are.
go.
You can push
So
yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take one additional action on top of your regular action and a possible bonus action. Ah, okay. So typically, like most people tend to use action surge for an extra attack, but you can 100% use it for extra move if you want. That's totally fine.
Yes, that's what I'd like to do this
Okay.
time. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Okay.
And that's me.
Okay. When you get up to there, Leech will turn around and go,
Who's dead?
Elswick was hit, but I don't think he's dead yet.
On it.
Yes. Good boy.
So that is Brenly's turn, and Leech. Leech will hop down off of the basket using 5 feet of movement to do so, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what he gets. Ooh, but can he see? Woohoo! Okay. Leech will cast what is it? Healing Word. I believe is what it's called. Hang on.
Oh.
My good Healy boy.
I just don't want to say the wrong thing. It is... Yeah, Healing Word, which is a bonus action and does not heal a lot, but heals some. It does heal some, and when someone is at 0, healing anything is enough. So, hang on one sec. So he will cast Healing Word / roll 1d4 plus 4. And so Elswick will heal for 7, which is enough to, frankly, get him upright again. Now, the issue here is that, so Elswick heals. He still has the bolt in him. And while ordinarily, if it were something smaller, it might, like, just kind of sploop its way out upon being healed. In this particular case, it's just healing around it. So it's just got this big-ass tree stuck in him for now. And he's still in quite a lot of pain because, again, tree stuck in him. So
how big is the bolt?
Yeah.
So the bolt is,
like
it's 3 feet long. I'm exaggerating when I call it a tree, but it's a 3 foot long, roughly 2-inch wide bolt.
So like a javelin.
Yeah.
I assume the front is like.
If you were to look at the thing, it looks like a broom handle someone stuck a metal tip onto.
Yeah.
Does it have fletching in the back, or?
No. Right.
It does. It does have fletching in the back. Yeah. Well, yeah, because that's how arrows happen.
Yeah, but not bolts generally. Not something that size. You wouldn't need fletching.
Yeah, you would, or else it'll just wobble.
Not if you're using a war crossbow. If something that big, it's not going to affect it much.
So, ballista bolts typically have they often have fins of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was thinking
It's not like feathery fletching. It's stabilizing.
Fins fletching. Sorry.
Okay. So that is him. Metzi, it is your turn.
I am going to throw up my armor of shadows because I'm not wearing any armor anymore because I now have mage armor at will.
Yay!
Because of my eldritch invocation.
Disgusting.
So that makes my AC 13 plus my dex modifier, so I now have an AC of 14. Let me just put that down now.
Your AC
I remember that.
Again?
So it was 11.
No.
So
what is your AC currently?
14.
14? Okay.
Yeah, it's 13 plus my dex modifier, which
right. That's fine. You would just cut out slightly, like right when you were saying the number, and so I just hadn't heard.
Sorry.
Okay, so AC 14, good.
Yep.
What you doing?
I'm going to because I was sat on top of the caravans, kind of watching from a distance this rousing speech. I use that word delicately. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my feline agility. I'm going to move, which makes my speed 60 because it gives me double speed up to the end of this turn, and then I can't have it again unless I don't move on a turn. So I'm going to move my little furry butt all the way over here. And using a bonus action, hold on, let me just check the range. I think I'm close enough, but yeah, just because I'm paranoid. I'm going to cast Hexbade's Curse on Orky McGee, which means he is cursed for 1 minute. I'll just can I? Nope. I don't know if I can throw that up in the chat. It's not letting me. Hold on, I'll copy and paste it. If it'll let me.
Orky McGee.
Orky McGee. Right, hold on. There we go. Why don't we do that? Okay, so that's Hexblade's Curse, which is bonus action. So he is cursed for 1 minute, and I get bonus to damage rolls against the cursed targets, which is my proficiency bonus, and all the other stuff that I don't want to just read out. I don't know. So that's my bonus action, so I still have an action left, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast at his face.
Blast him.
Blast him. Okay.
Actually, blast her. It's a lady orc.
Oh, okay. Kitty!
Yes.
Hi, kitty.
This one is Amelia.
No. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit.
No, an 8 will miss. So your Eldritch Blast hits the armor and just kind of fizzles. All right. Glory.
That is me. Okay, so Glory would like to run. Make that right. So 5, 5. I can get to Elswick, right?
Yeah.
I know enough about medicine to know that shit ain't gonna heal right unless we get the bolt out of him, right?
Yep.
Mm.
I would like to try to. Elswick, this is not going to feel good, and I'm going to try to break the bolt and then pull out the back of them,
Okay.
so that the fins are gone, and I can just hopefully pull it clean through.
Okay. This villager. Oh, hang on. I'm using the wrong tool. This villager
sorry.
and this villager will both assist you in like rolling him over and positioning him.
Right. Before that, as I'm running over there, I want to very quickly just yell out. I'm not going to actually yell because I don't want to hurt anyone's ears. Glory seekers, get all of the townspeople inside and barricade the doors. Hopefully that'll get everyone out.
Yeah.
And then, what would you like me to roll for that to get that out of him?
Medicine.
Roll, please. Why you no roll? Fine.
Is it not rolling? Did you click the medicine skill on your sheet?
Oh, shit. Yes. It was lagging, I'm sorry.
Don't.
Oh, weird. Okay, so you... Ah!
No.
Okay. All right.
Medicine the
I
fuck
think
out
we
of
can
him.
say you rolled.
I'll take the first
Medicine!
one,
Medicine!
which is fine. The first one is good enough. So you break it off, and when you break it off, you do have a moment of well, I'm presuming a moment of panic, because Elswick does as you are vibrating his
I'm
innards.
so sorry.
And then when you pull it out, he screams loudly and then passes out. Okay.
Okay.
You may have just murdered him again.
Was that my action or?
That was your action.
Okay.
Yeah. Not permanently. Not permanently. He's
It's only mostly dead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. He's only mostly
Temporarily.
dead. All right. So that was your action.
Yeah, I don't have any healing cantrips.
Is
So.
I was gonna ask. Well, so healing word, if you have that spell, is a bonus action. So level 1 spell. I don't know if you have it or not.
I do not. I have cure wounds.
Okay. And
I did
then
not prep.
is your lay on hands a bonus action or regular action?
Lay on hands. Action.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Well, that's fine. He's not dead yet. Like, you're pretty sure he's just in shock.
Yeah.
The human body, or whatever this guy is, can take quite a lot, typically.
It's okay. I pulled a tree branch out of him. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, now he's just bleeding out onto the ground. Yeah.
now the red orc goes. The orc will... What will the orc do? The orc has a lot of options here. The orc is going
I'm
to try to
so
go
glad I got mage armor.
through brick, actually.
Okay.
So, hang on.
Emphasis on
Roll
try.
1d20 plus 6. The orc will
Oh,
hit.
bother.
Okay.
Slash roll 2d8 plus 4.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say, at what point do I have to say that I'm using one of my reactions?
Now.
Okay, because I'd like to use parry.
Okay. You're not within 5 feet. How are you parrying?
Oh, right. She has more range. Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah. The orc is hitting Brick,
Mhm.
who the orc is directly in
Oh,
front
I thought
of.
you said Bren.
No, Brick, not Bren.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Misheard.
No.
What
So
is she hitting her with?
so the orc does this like interesting sort of feinting maneuver, which Brick, not being super bright, opens up his shields a little bit to try to like track the movement of the swords, and she just comes in and sticks him right in the chest, and hits him for 14.
Oh no.
Brick can take it, but he definitely is unhappy, and he sort of roars out in pain. Bah! And now it is the
Sure,
melee
I-
goblin's turn. And so, let's see here. The melee goblins, they are not super bright and are forced to move in smaller columns. They have to be patient and wait their turn, which they're not great at. And many of
Get
them,
in formation.
yeah, many of them have not realized that they could like run around the thing. So
Goblins formation. That's a good.
they're waiting in line. These goblins got smart, and they are running around.
Smart goblins. Now there's the thing.
There's a thing that no one
Leech
wants,
is
let me tell
smart.
you. Okay, so those goblins are there. Those
Leech
goblins
doesn't understand
are there.
prion disease. Leech is not smart.
All right. So that is the melee goblins, and now it is Finn. Finn, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
Wiley?
Wiley.
You were so close.
I know. It's okay. I think he can hear us. We can't hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Wiley, hold up one finger if you want us to wait for you. 2 if you want us to go. Okay. All right.
2.
Your action will happen the moment you get your stuff fixed. So for now, then we'll move on to Brick. Brick's action is to. Oh, that was Shake's. So Brick's action is to clap both shields together on the orc, and that is his whole plan.
I enjoy Brick.
That's a good plan. This is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Sash roll 1d.
Just be like,
plus 4. And Brick hits.
Yay!
Like-
Best nephew.
That's so mean.
And so true.
And for 14. So the orc and the goblin, the orc and the ogre are doing equal amounts of damage
Trading
to
blows
each
there.
other as Brick just cymbal crashes around the orc, and the orc definitely looks a bit shook by the whole process. It is now the villagers' go, as well as the boys. So Joey up here is going to take a shot at an orc, or at a goblin rather, and he hits one. And since he cannot do less than the lethal damage, kills one. The rest of the villagers are all going to move, but this guy up here is also going to shoot one. Or can he see? Yes. Yeah, he can just barely see the lead guy. And he takes him out. The rest of the villagers are continuing to scatter inanely.
Oh, good goddamn.
Well, this is what you get for being in a
Come on,
Village of
sheeple.
idiots.
village
Get.
setting. Yeah.
How hard
Where
is
are
it
my
to
glory
get into a
seekers?
building?
Your glory seekers are actually there's something interesting about that.
Those are the glory seekers.
Can you guys hear me?
He's
They
back.
all went to bed early after drinking too much mead.
Probably.
Did you guys hear me?
Twilight, we hear you.
Mhm.
Yes.
I don't know why. Yeah, weird. Okay.
Hooray.
I moved.
Diego.
All I can only do is move, so I moved. I have a cat in my way, so I can't shoot. Wink, wink.
Oh.
I
Uh,
moved.
oh,
I
interesting.
don't even know you're there. I ran straight past you.
Look out! I'd like to shoot. Oh yeah, there's I'm running.
If you want, because I recognize that this might not be readily apparent, you could try acrobatics again to see if you can get up to the roof of the building that you're next to get line of sight.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Do you want to
I'll
try
definitely give that a whirl.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not shooting anywhere near my mates again.
Please
Only
don't.
me.
And they're good. Lord Ward, been there, done that.
Fur is hard to clean.
You can't find a good way up, but it's not that big a deal. You'll get another shot next action. The goblin archers. Actually, the goblin archers need to make a. Hang on. They need to make a morale roll. / roll 1d20 minus 2. The goblin archers fuck off and run away.
Hey!
So
They
Danky
won't be
goblins.
missed.
So Joey takes out one of them, and they can see their fearless
Nice job,
leader
buddy.
get absolutely clapped by Brick, and they say, "You know what? To hell with it. There are other villages that we can go take out," and so they are in the process of running away.
Are there?
Huh?
Are there?
No, but that's. I mean, come on.
In their tiny brains.
Goblins are people too.
But are they?
Yeah,
They're just bad people.
Yeah.
I don't
Some
even,
of them.
I don't even
Some.
know that.
yeah.
Leech
I
would
think they're
agree
people. They're just
that-
awful
Leeches are
people.
Leeches are people.
Leeches are terrible people.
I don't know that Leech would want to be called a people. You should ask him that.
That's fair. If he
That's
wants
true.
to be a people, then he's a people.
He's still not a good
campfire
people.
though.
I'm not saying he is a good people. I'm just saying that if he
You
wants to be a
didn't
people,
see
he's
him
a
eat
people.
an arm.
And it was adorable.
I was in the middle of a friggin' flashback, and he's just like, "Can I eat this?"
It was awesome.
Brenly?
At least he
Okay.
asked.
So
Or sorry, I apologize. Lieutenant Brenly! There we go.
okay, so as much as Brenly does love the idea of revenge and going after the big guy, her first instinct is actually protectiveness. So I guess I'm gonna go after those little goblins that those villagers are dumbly running towards.
Okay.
So 5, 10,
It's how
wait, I
we
can
get
get
paid.
10, 15, 20, 25. So I can get about here. And I would like to throw one of my.
If you would like, because it looks like you didn't take any diagonal movement, you could be...
I didn't. I can do that.
Yeah, you can be 1 square forward.
Okay, then that's ideal. I would
Yeah.
prefer that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna knock into him with my warhammer.
Sounds good. Yep, that hits.
Pow.
I don't even know if you can do less than lethal damage. Give me a roll. No, looks like no. So you
Paste.
Good.
tent peg paste that poor little goblin.
Love me some goblin paste.
And so
It's your favorite.
It is.
Great on toast.
Mmm.
goblin paste, aka Warhammer lubricant. So the goblins, right? Isn't that gross?
I love it.
Nope. Bad images, bad thoughts.
I'm gonna have to harvest some and keep it with me
Oh, God.
when goblins are not
Spell
readily
components.
available. When
Spell
goblins
components.
are not readily available, I'll bring
Yeah.
my own paste.
like in a little tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Anywho.
polish it on with the cloth.
Yeah.
Like camping outside the bakery. He's like,
So, and the two goblins behind it have now watched the first two goblins that tried to poke around that corner die, and they are alarmed by this turn of events. Now then, so that was Brenly. Leech. It is Leech's turn. Leech is actually a little confused right now. He could go try to help Elswick, but Glory seems to be handling that. And then there's all these other guys who are coming in and making him look bad. So Leech is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to first... actually, yeah, that makes more sense. Leech will cast Thaumaturgy, which is a cantrip. That particularly clerics, but a few others get as well. But it makes his voice be deep and booming. Thank you very much for posting that. You manifest a minor wonder, a sign of supernatural power. In this case, he is making his voice super deep and booming and loud. And he will...
That'll make it sound better.
Right? And he will shout at the villagers in super deep and booming voice, "Go the other way!" And
Thank you.
Get indoors would have been shorter, bro, but I appreciate it.
You know what? You need to lay off him. He's doing his best.
He does not succeed on his intimidate roll. Oh wait, no, but I forgot he gets advantage for the thing. So let's see. Aha! He barely succeeds in his intimidation roll, and turns these two villagers and potentially a few others around.
run to the office.
So
God bless Leech.
that is Leech's
Right.
whole battle plan. Let's see. I think it'd just be those 4.
I suppose I hope he doesn't step on Lego. There you go.
Baby steps. I'll
That's
take
very
it.
nice of you. Metzi, who are you gonna
yes.
fuck up?
I am gonna hit Princess Charming, the orc, with another Eldritch Blast.
If it ain't broke.
Yeah. Yes. Now, wait a second.
That
Hold on.
one
let
very
me
much hits.
Wait, let me just check my little thingy. What's it? Right, hold on.
So
My Hexblade's curse. Any attack roll you make against the cursed target is a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20.
Now, did you roll a 19 though? See, that's what it's asking.
Yeah.
No.
What you rolled
no.
was a
It
14.
was a 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, which now I mean that's fine. That you still hit, but it is not a crit unless like the die facing is a 19 or 20.
Is
Yeah.
someone rolling something?
Yes, I think Wiley's playing with his toys.
Oh, okay. I hear it.
All right. So regardless, though, roll your damage. And
Okay.
don't forget. Don't you do extra damage? Did you cast the? Isn't that part of Hex? Or no, you did Hexblade's Curse instead.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I get +2 to damage for Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
I'm just checking to see
You
because
can-
I have Agonizing Blast as an Eldritch Invocation. I'm just checking to see that I actually added that.
Well, and so the other part of this that I want to
modifier.
say is if you want to have taken your bonus action before your regular action to cast Hex on this guy as well, because I think can't you do both?
I am not sure if I can do both. If you're going to let me do both, then
Well,
I'll do both.
is
So
Hexblade's Curse concentration?
No, because it's a class feature, so it's
Okay.
a bonus action.
So you can do both then. So that being the case, I would suggest that you do both so as to maximize your damage.
Yeah, why not? Okay. Hold on, let me just find my hex so I can. Yeah, right. That. You're gonna. Oh, why isn't it letting me do that?
It seems like Roll20 might be a little slow.
I think it is because it was giving me some issues even just on the initiative at the beginning.
Okay. Um,
Well, I have clicked it, so it might turn up eventually.
Are you
okay.
trying to cast a spell, Shakes?
Yeah.
Because don't forget that little tiny window will pop up behind something asking what level you want to cast it at, and you always have to click yes,
Oh yeah.
or it won't come through. It's like double permission.
I haven't got a tiny window,
Okay.
but I've got the character sheet popped out, so let me just.
That
Pop it
shouldn't
back.
matter. It should be okay.
Okay. I don't want to cast it. I found a window.
Cool.
There you go.
Okay. Now that is concentration, but that's your only
Awesome.
concentration thing that you're doing right now.
Yeah.
So, that being the case, so you hit, so you should get your agonizing blast damage and the hex
Okay.
damage and the regular
Okay.
damage and the
One
plus
sec.
2, right? Plus 2 damage from Hexblade's Curse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then is
Right.
Eldritch Blast at 3rd level? Is it 1 missile or 2?
Let me just check.
I think it just gets more powerful, doesn't it?
No, it becomes multiple different.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The spell creates
That's
more
amazing.
than one beam when you reach higher level. No, it's 2 beams at 5th level.
At 5th level, right? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
There it is.
So it's okay. So it's going to be 1d10.
Ah, sorry, I think I clicked it again.
That's
My
okay.
bad.
So it's going to be 1d10 plus. Hang on here. 1d10 plus 2
Proficiency bonus.
plus. Yeah. What's your? It's your based on your charisma, right?
Yeah, which is 3.
Okay.
Plus 3.
Plus 3, plus 1d6. So that, what I just wrote there is like the whole damage chain, basically. So
Okay.
it should be 1d10 plus 1d6 plus 5.
Okay.
So you can either roll that manually or plug it into your attack. For now,
Yeah.
roll it manually and then plug it into your attack in between rounds.
Oh, okay. Hold on. 1, right.
So you can do slash roll, and then you can actually do 1d10 plus 1d6 plus 5, and it will calculate that out.
1 d6 plus 5. Okay, let's see if this works.
11. Cool.
11.
A little bit
Well
low on the d10, but that's okay. So yeah, so 11 points of damage, which is, that's not shitty. So 11 points of damage to the orc. The orc has now taken, 24 points of damage. Just for reference sake, Brenly, how many hit points do you have?
28.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys are doing some work. So, Metzi, that is your go.
Yep.
And so while we're talking in between rounds, why don't you go ahead and make sure that your Eldritch Blast damage currently reflects, like, make a new Eldritch Blast entry in your weapon attacks.
Okay, is the attack the attack thing? That's the same, isn't it? It's just the damage I'm changing.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But you'll want to make a separate one to reflect that
Yeah.
it has both Hexblade's Curse and Hex on it.
Yeah.
And then you're also supposed to choose which ability check they get disadvantage on now.
Oh yeah. Strength.
No. Skill check.
Yeah.
Skill check. Oh.
Yeah. So like acrobatics, intimidation, stealth, performance. If you want this person to be really bad at like playing the lute.
Don't think she's gonna bust out a lute in the middle of battle. I could be wrong. But
She might be a bard. You don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go with intimidation.
All right.
Mm.
Solid.
So that is Metzi's go. Glory.
Gloria is going to waltz down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
By the way, and I don't know how many people who are currently on the stream or in chat watch pro wrestling, but Gloria, I am going to need to play for you Bobby Roode's entrance music at some point, because it, I think, is your theme song.
Oh no, I already. Gloria already has a song, but I can't link it due to licensing reasons.
I'm actually not sure that Twitch cares, but we'll futz around with it later. But I'll show you this because it's pretty epic. Maybe we'll take a break later. At the moment though, so what are you doing?
I can't see anyone from right there. And if I move, I'm just stuck there. If I double move.
Oh, you left Elswick.
Oh, wait, no. Okay.
Point of
Before
medicine.
I start the movie.
Yeah. Point of medicinal order. You may want to heal Elswick one more time.
Please.
It's just before I start the running, I'll be like, okay, cool. Bap. And lay
You
on
just
hands
like
and
you
run
just like
away.
ripped it out of him, and then you're gonna walk away.
No, lay on hands and like, you're good, and then run away.
Okay. How much hands are you laying?
Does it heals? Where did you go?
Isn't your max? I thought it was 25. So maybe I'm crazy.
You can restore a total number of hit points equal to your paladin level times 5.
So 15 max.
And don't you get a plus for your wisdom or something?
So how much does each use of lay on hands heal then?
I think you decide. I think. We can look it up.
Yeah, it's a pool of healing power.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how much do you
So-
want to give him?
Up to whatever's remaining in your pool.
I'll just give him 5. It's like, okay, you're good. Bye bye, and I run away.
Okay. So you pull it out, and you voomp, and you see the hole mostly close up. There's definitely some dents, but Elswick is unconscious anyway, so isn't really able to complain about it. And didn't seem like he had a grand career as a shirtless model anyway. Plus, scars are cool. Chicks dig scars, right? So he should be
Yep.
fine. So that was the healing. Glory, you're now running.
And yep, just 5. 30, that's right there. And I kind of push and shove the villager. I'm like, get inside, go.
Okay.
And that's as far as I can get.
All right. It is the orcs go. The orc is pissed.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Or sorry. Oh yeah. There we go. Now, when I say pissed, I don't mean just like upset.
Oh no, raging.
I mean,
Oh, no.
yeah, like enraged, kind of upset.
Would she like to rage?
So she's multi-classed in Barbarian and Bard?
You guys
Is
are
what you're
level.
saying?
Have you ever seen heavy metal?
A barbarian?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not that weird.
Mhm.
Okay, so I just want to read for the stream the rules for raging. I don't have them to link immediately, but in battle you fight with primal ferocity on your turn. You can enter rage as a bonus action. The orc will do so. While raging, you gain the following benefits if you aren't wearing heavy armor. The orc is, however, somehow it works, and I'm not going to explain it. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When you make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage roll that increases as you gain levels as a barbarian, as shown in the rage damage column of the barbarian table. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. If you are able to cast spells, you can't cast them or concentrate on them while raging. Your rage lasts for a minute. It ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, or taken damage since then. You can also end your rage on your turn as a bonus action. Yeah. So, it will rage. And it is also going to attack recklessly on Brick, who I nearly called poor defenseless Brick. He is not, but, well, we'll see.
Poor, well-defended brick.
1d 20.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cubit. Boo, 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 boo. Plus. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, so the first one did hit though, because while he is carrying 2 shields, he is not wearing armor.
She.
Well,
Oh no, Brick.
yeah.
Brick. Sorry.
So, Brick will take that hit, and the thing will do some damage. 2d8 plus 8. Brick goes down! So, the orc does another one of these sort of fainting maneuvers, and then, like, Brick doesn't really lower his defense this time. He keeps the shields up, and the orc just, like, hauls back and sort of, like, fireman kicks the middle part in between the 2 shields, opens him up, and stabs him right in the throat. And Brick goes down like a ton of himself.
Nice, but
Right?
Yeah.
The orc will then look right at Metzi, who is the closest one to you, and say,
oh yeah.
yeah, will scream and shout at you, "The Shadow Clan comes for you!"
Please don't.
I just shout back, I don't give a fuck.
Fair. That's a fair thing to shout back. The orc will then
Not a happy
move
kitty.
to melee with Metzi.
Oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yes. The goblins.
Cool, I got mage armor.
Yeah.
Let's see here. These goblins will go here. These
I
goblins.
like to think of mage armor as looking like, heat haze on a road. Can't really see it unless you're looking for it. So I look completely unarmored. I'm just fluffy in my comfy pajama outfit.
All right. So the goblins are sort of slowly working their way through. These 2 goblins, however, have decided that they have better things to do and will run the hell away. These 4 goblins are going to attempt to come around. They're trying to pinch you, Brenly.
Bring it on.
And actually, they can do that without. Yep, they can do all that. Okay.
I don't want to mention it, but I'm going to mention it because we might use it later. Do they get flanking then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Bad guys get flanking. So those goblins, none of them are attacking anything. These goblins, though, 1, 2, 3 will attempt to hit Brenly, and all 3 of them get advantage. So /roll 1d20 plus 1. Miss. Hit. Oh, they'll take the crit. And what's your AC? 18?
18.
18? Okay. So just the one will hit you, and it is a crit.
Okay. And can I parry it?
Roll. Remind me how your parry works?
I'm about to link it, but it is when another creature damages you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and expend 1 superiority die to reduce the damage by... Oh, wait. Sorry. I wanted to repost. There we go. That's not right. So, yeah, when another creature damages you with a melee attack, use your reaction. Yeah, I don't actually want to do that. Never mind. I lied. Ignore me. Don't look at anything.
Fighters are cool.
Okay. Oh, you don't want to use your parry?
I don't.
Okay. All right. So it is going to roll 1d6. Sorry, 2d6. 2d6 because it crit plus 2. Sorry, plus 1. There we go. It's going to hit you for 6.
Okay.
So. And that is for for your own edification, it is this goblin here who hit you.
Okay.
Okay, and that is the melee goblin's Finn.
See, I'm going to move. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going to flap the orc with my staff.
Okay.
Doggone it.
Give me an
It's
attack.
gonna and it's gonna feel really, really good. Boom.
Holy shit. Yeah, you definitely hit him.
Boom.
Now, the orc is also under Hunter's Mark, so I'm gonna get an extra d6 damage. Plus
Okay.
whatever I roll here. So 3.
Plus 1d6.
Woo! Look at those dice, baby.
Yeah, your damage rolls are not working for you right now.
And then I just, spit on him.
Her.
Excuse me. Sorry, my bad.
You spit on
Yes.
the gentle lady
Spit
orc.
on her.
Spit in your general direction. And that is my
Mother was
move.
a hamster and your father smelled elderberry.
Yes. Let's not go there. It is a silly place. Okay, so taking 4. Okay.
I'm just glad to have joined the combat finally.
So, for what it's worth, you think that if the orc weren't in its current enragey state, it would be pretty fucked up. However, it's not letting on that fact at the moment.
She's like,
Yeah, exactly. So that was Finn. Now to... Aw. Well, it would be Brick.
Oh.
Brick bleeds a little. He spurts. That's his turn.
out the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of neck. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay, so that is...
So gonna get to pet the kitty.
that
He's
is...
Zed.
Yes.
After I've cleaned his hands.
We also have a villager right there. The dad.
Yes, we do.
So we could probably get two arrow attacks because I think Joey down here still got visual range.
Yep. Good.
Yay.
Good. Thank you for pointing that out.
Just thought of it.
And actually, the older boy up here, I think he's
Oh,
got...
Paul.
Does he have... Hang on, let's see if he's got sight. Yeah, just
Yes.
barely. Just barely he can help Brenly out. Can't really hit anybody else. But he can help Brenly.
Yay, Aaron!
What a bro.
Okay,
Good boys.
so...
They're good boys.
It is Villager's turn, so we'll go top to bottom. So Aaron, roll your bad self. Aaron will miss, unfortunately. Daddy-O will
Aw.
also miss.
That sounds so weird when I say it. I can't say paw. Paw.
Joey
Aw.
will hit, and he will take out one of these guys in the back.
Father.
Lord,
Carriage away.
Lord Patron.
My most gracious lord, we have been summoned.
Okay, these villagers are all gonna hop inside of that building there.
That's cool.
These villagers are gonna hop inside of this building.
Finally, some common sense.
These villagers are hopping
Not that common.
No, it's so rare it should be a superpower.
here.
My common sense is tingling.
These
Yeah,
villagers.
go hide in Elswick's office. I like that.
Yeah,
Wait, is it the bar?
that's the tavern.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're hiding in the tavern.
They're stealing booze.
They need it.
Right,
They're
to
gonna
be
go
fair.
sit in the tavern, have a quiet pint, and wait for this whole thing to blow over.
It's very British of them.
That's what we do.
And that is the villagers' turn. It is now the goblin archers. Oh wait, I can just delete them.
They left.
Hey, went bye-byes.
Brenly.
All
Joey
right,
scared them
that's
off.
me.
Go, Joey.
So
All right.
far, Joey is the most effective member of the whole team.
2 goblin kills. Yeah.
Hey, Brick did really well. Come on.
Saving life.
Brick
Saving
did
life.
really well.
Brenly, sorry, it's your go.
No, you're good. So I'm going after the one that swung at me / the one that's kind of blocking me getting back to my people. 12.
Okay. 12 it is. 12 is not enough to hit.
Okay. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. That makes it easy. Leech is not happy about the turn of events. He does not like unfair fights. And so he will toss some fire onto that goblin. Which is, oh, he doesn't actually roll. They make a dex save. That's right.
Spiritual flame.
20. Yeah. Plus 1.
I will cleanse the earth with fire.
They fail their dex save. This guy burns to death, messily, loudly, and turns to ash in front of you. And Leech doesn't have like a cool quip or anything because he's also busy sort of running around the corner here.
Thanks,
I got
Leech.
your back,
Always got my back.
And that is Leech's turn. Metzi, back to you.
Okay. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast Orc Lady in the face, point blank. She is raging, so I am just like squaring up and just. Finn is probably close enough to notice the thing, right? Because he's like next to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Finn, you would probably notice that when I open my mouth and hiss, I have a long black snake's tongue instead of a normal cat tongue that just like flicks out when I hiss.
Wow. That's cool.
I can't hear that.
Just so you notice. Okay. Right now I'm hitting.
That is really cool, sort of.
Who's taller, the orc or Metzi?
Metzi by about 4 inches.
Yeah.
Damn,
Just
Wow.
like
That's a big baddie orc.
doing that cat thing. I'm all fluffed up to make myself look bigger.
Aw,
Okay. Let's blast.
Isn't it?
thank you.
12. Not good.
Nice. Oh, I thought that was damage. I'm sorry.
No.
12,
I was like, yeah.
12 is not enough. 12 is not
No.
enough. Now, hang on. Let me just take a look at your... Yeah, no, it is taking into account your...
Mhm.
Oh, hang on. No, yes, it is taking into account your proficiency and your charisma. Okay.
Yeah.
No, sorry. 12 just isn't
Mm.
enough.
Oh well.
That is okay, though. Glory, it is your turn.
I will see Leech running around the corner. I'll give him a crisp high 5. And then I will run right over here. And every single hostile creature that I can see,
Ooh.
I would like to cast. I would like to channel divinity and use conquering presence.
Okay.
Nice.
You can use your channel divinity to exude a terrifying presence. As an action, you force each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, a creature becomes frightened of you for 1 minute. The frightened creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Okay. That is fucking
Nice.
awesome. So
Nice
That's
You
job,
could
man.
really cool.
okay.
You could get a lot of those goblins with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6 boxes, man. You got 6
Yeah.
So I'm like,
boxes
want to
worth.
say this?
All
Want
right.
to see initiative?
So it's because it's also going to be that one. You can't get that guy or that guy, but you can
Mhm.
see that one. Okay, so and they all need to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, they are not great.
And
at
I want
those.
to picture that Glory just kind of runs in there, does a little hop, just punches the earth, and be like,
like a brief superhero landing.
yes.
Yeah. Superhero landing!
And that little
Yes.
just the aura just
Maximum
exuding out of
effort.
her.
Oh shit! Do they fail? Okay. So hang on. This one. These being goblins, they are not going to get to roll again. They're going to run away and continue running away because that is what they do.
Nice.
So, as far as anyone is concerned, those goblins are now gone. Now, Brenly, if you want, just for your own purposes, you could get a reaction on the one who was next to you who's running away. You can get an attack of opportunity on him if you just want to create that much more goblin paste.
I mean, yes, absolutely.
Give me an attack roll.
Is that a question? No,
Nice.
I swing at everything.
Ooh,
Yep. Okay,
big
so
paste.
the one that
He's
he was going to try to run away, and then you
He like goes to turn, and I just like right down the spine.
you
break
introduced
his
his
back.
scalp to his heels, and he is no more. All right. Wow.
Thanks for coming here.
That's more effective than a fireball. At least
That
first
was really cool.
at least first goblins.
And not nearly as scary for the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good job. All right.
Nice glory.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, Corsair. Yeah, you were just finding out. Brick is currently on the ground, and
Bleeding from the neck.
not doing so hot.
Oh, she
Where the
sees.
fuck is
She sees
Leech?
it.
Okay, it is the orcs go.
Oh, goody.
So the orc.
Was the orc frightened of me as well, or
No,
Okay.
no, the orc was not.
Oh, hell no.
And now I'm
Rage
just seeing
is
for the
his
time,
name.
like, oh, you're big.
So the orc is going to. The orc was going to fuck up Metzi, but just got bonked on the head by some asshole with a stick, and so is now not happy with him at all. Yeah, orc is going for you. So slash roll
Bring it, orc.
1d20 plus.
I'm gonna curse at it in goblin and call it a stupid goblin.
Oh, the orc will respond in goblin. I'm trying to think what the. No, the orc won't even respond. The orc just screams at you. Is all the orc does. It's just. "Rah!" Yeah.
Nice.
So.
Like
Primal
she do.
scream.
Does a 26 hit you? I think a 26
No.
Barely. Barely in my
Barely.
studded leather armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Just
good.
a little, like a little nick.
And then damage slash roll 2d8. Take 9. It rolled
You
a
got it.
2 and a 1 on the damage die. You are so fucking lucky.
Yes, yes I am. Yes I am. Yeah, that could have been 18, man.
Yeah, so Waxy for 9. And then it yells something, and I need what? Okay, I need to know what languages you guys speak.
Common and Elvish.
Okay,
I'm goblin, elven, common.
okay.
I am common, orc, and elvish.
Common, infernal, draconic, and goblin.
Moogs. The orc shouts in infernal, "All of your souls will be burned away. The Shadow Clan is coming."
See.
I did not use the bit crit yet. I've been waiting for a really good opportunity.
Why? Why would you remind him of this?
Oh
Come
no, I had not
No.
forgotten.
No, he gave me one.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Oh,
forgotten my
that's right. He
sodding
did give you one,
inspiration.
but I still
Yeah.
have one.
You also have one, but I think the Q, that's me. And
Oh.
I have it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was question, like QU, like for question. But you're
Oh,
right.
Although,
I thought it was
thank
Q
you
for
for
Q.
No,
reminding me.
it
I
almost
have
certainly is.
inspiration.
It almost certainly is all about you.
Everything is.
I also
Um,
still have an inspiration. Thank you for reminding me.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I only just remembered that. Get it!
So that is the orcs. So the goblins in melee, they need to make another morale check. They might be fucked. Yep, they're gone. So Brenly, you get another. No, you already used your reaction on this turn, so you don't get to paste this other one. But all the rest of the goblins
Darn it.
Are out. They are out. They are done with this mess. They were promised raping and looting and pillaging, and instead they've seen half of
Goblin
their people
race.
either
And burn.
like killed or run away or scared off.
Scary
or
horny lady.
they're not happy with any of what's happening.
Scary horny lady. That's
Uh,
you, Glory.
So all the goblins
right.
run the hell away. So the goblins are now gone, and it is down
Hey,
to
bitch, you're on your own.
yeah, basically. And you can actually hear a couple of them yelling like, "I woke up for this. I put on pants for this." Like they're not happy to be here.
Like they're really all wearing pants. Come on.
Some of them are.
Apparently not part of the Shadow Clan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finn.
Yeah, I'm gonna quarterstaff once again.
All right. You miss.
Just wake me up when it's over.
Oh.
Wait.
Can someone get to Brick, please?
And with that,
Brick is bleeding.
I still get a move, right?
Yes, you do get a move. But remember, if you leave the
Oh, attack of opportunity. Yeah.
yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah,
if you leave the threatened space, so
Yeah,
you could
I'm
move
good.
like to the left or the right or to the other side of it. Okay.
Nah. I'm
The
Wait,
villagers.
If he moves like one to the right,
Mhm.
do we get flanking?
Yes.
And you would still be in her threatened space, so she wouldn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But we get flanking.
Yeah. If you wanted, you could move one to the east.
That one.
Just, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now flanking happens.
Remind me what flanking is again.
You get advantage.
Yes.
So that is Finn's move. The villagers only. Daddy. Papa Deadeye gets one shot.
But did I?
Oh.
I'm putting in the notes.
1d20 plus 4. And he will hit. 1d6 plus 3 for 7. She's not looking great. She's got an arrow in her neck. She's got a couple of, she's got all sorts of bruises from Brick's shields. She's got what is likely a concussion from Finn. And yet, she is
Eldritch Blast at the
Oh,
beginning.
yeah, oh, yeah.
I can hit her.
strong Eldritch Blast action.
You've been working on her, just like.
And yet, she is not down.
And she's all hexed and shit twice.
I'd like, actually, Knowledge Arcana rolls from anyone who can see the orc.
Can I, or is the building too much in the way?
The building and
Hey!
Brick's body, and
Good.
you need to get a little closer.
Cool.
Shakes. Close, Wiley, but not quite. Shakes sees this, though. Shakes, the orc's veins are giving off a faint magical glow. And that glow is... you would recognize it as being necromantic magic of some kind. Now, remember, a lot of healing things are also necromantic. Well, not healing so much as like giving things more health
Toughness.
than they ought to have. But also,
Mhm.
obviously, the standard necromancy stuff of like raising dead things, and but whatever is happening with this orc seems to be from the necromancy school of magic.
Nice.
Brenly.
On it. That's me. Oh,
That is
As you.
okay. I am gonna go. Oh, one more. There we go. Here,
Okay.
and I want to
You
use
get
my crit and
advantage
take a
to
swing.
flanking.
Okay.
Or-
At this point, I'm just gonna say that you all have flanking, and call it a day.
Okay.
Because you.
Don't waste your crit.
Okay, fine.
Well, actually, a crit here would be fine because you would still do double damage.
Oh. Oops.
Wow.
So like,
What the fuck was that roll?
so remember, a crit isn't rolling your
Not
attack
twice. Yeah.
twice.
No, It was lagging, so I clicked it
okay.
twice.
I thought that was the advantage for the flanking.
right.
Oh
it
no,
is,
since I
but,
hit
but
on
you
the
don't need it.
first one.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I didn't
just go
mean
ahead
it.
and give me. Are you using your crit or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my version of raging right back.
Okay.
Nice.
So that hits, and that hurts. And Metzi, at this point, now that you know what you're looking at, you can see the orc should be dead.
Ah.
When
shit.
Brenly hits it, you can see, and anyone over here, if you want to roll medicine, that would also be useful. Metzi, you can see it because you're already looking for the effect. Moogs, you can see this now too to some degree. Wiley also. When Brenly hits it with her hammer, the orc's ribs crack, like, and cave in a bit, and the orc does not register it. Like, no, not even pain, nothing is not showing that it is
This seems fine.
mortally wounded.
This is fine.
So that is Brenly's go. Leech.
It's a tough orc.
Leech will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ha! You can get to it. Leech will run over and
Save
Get up!
trick.
get up, buddy, get up. And will heal Breck for something. 1d8 plus.
Good going, creepy Healy boy.
Yay!
He will heal Brick for 6. Brick's eyes open, and his bleeding stops. And he's just kind of laying there on the ground, though, still like,
No, he's not feeling great.
No, he is not.
You get a nap later,
It's okay,
buddy.
buddy.
Metzi, it is your turn.
I am going to, when I mess with a good thing, Eldritch Blast again.
Seems effective.
Yeah! I don't really want to try and talk to it, so.
Oh wow, thank you, Shogun.
Wow, nice. Hello.
Whoa!
Now that is.
Thanks, dude. Thank you.
Nice.
Hang on, let me see. So 100 is. That is just a hooray, we're awesome. So thank you very much, Shogun. Because you're
Whoa.
awesome.
Very cool.
Sorry, I apologize. I interrupted Metzi for our bits.
Okay, so I'm gonna damage.
Okay. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that should be all the damage there. 1d10 plus 5. And 1d6. Yep. So, 18 damage.
Ouch.
You blast away the orc's armor and its skin and its bones. Sorry, not its bones. Sorry. You blast away its skin and its muscle to its bones, and its chest, skeletal bones, and inner organs are now fully exposed to the air.
I'm just shouting to everyone else, this is fucked up, it's not dying!
It's like an orc zombie.
So we need some. What you're saying is we need some orc paste.
Maybe.
I'm saying it needs to die and it's not dying yet.
Wait.
This is
Glory.
undead.
First,
Something.
that song starts to play in the background, just in the air.
Hang on.
Glory's going to run up
I think if I play it,
there.
I think it would come through on the stream. Let me see.
Oh dear God!
Ooh.
Let's see
Going
if
to
it'll
run up
actually,
there, right
if
there.
it'll actually load the.
As she's
Also, I think
running-
Shogun gave 400 bits, which gives inspiration.
Oh, did he?
to someone, yeah. He was asking who needs inspiration. I'm like, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, fucking awesome!
As I am running,
Very cool.
I will whisper to my warhammer and
Hang on,
cast.
wait, let me turn this down. The stream will not be able to hear a damn thing. Okay,
Okay.
this is happening in the background. Okay.
As I am running, I will cast, or whisper into my warhammer and cast, what's it called? Wrathful Smite.
Okay. Which does what exactly?
It does that.
The next time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your attack deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage. Interesting. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the spell ends. As an action...
Nice.
Okay. So go ahead and let's find out if you hit.
Glory's going to just Happy Gilmore swing this. And in Infernal, she's going to scream out, the scales await you.
Ooh.
Nice.
And then she's
Dang.
also, whilst
Nasty
using Divine Smite, did I put that on there? Yes.
Are you doing Divine and Wrathful at the same time?
I can do that, right?
I don't know.
Mhm.
It's a bonus action. I don't think you can take more than one bonus action. I think you have to pick one.
That's for Divine Smite.
In addition to...
I think that just kind of happened.
I think you can do it, yeah. All right, I'm down with it.
That's a spell slot.
I'll-
Why
I'm
not?
just burning-
She's
Yeah.
been hexed.
I
twice.
will.
I'm
I
burning
will
both
research
spell
it
slots in
later,
one turn.
and if it, yeah, I will research it later. If it turns out you can't do it, then you won't be able to do it in future.
He-
But I will allow
he
it.
just-
I will allow it now.
So that's going to be.
He just has to use a spell slot. It just happens when you hit the creature.
Nice.
Alright, so that.
And if it is undead, the damage goes up by a d8.
Ooh.
Now, the primary thing I need to know. So roll your damage on the Divine Smite.
That was a damage. That was a double 8.
Oh! I see. Okay. I thought that was
Wow.
another attack roll. Okay, perfect. As you hit it, so a couple of things happen all at once. And I'm actually going to pause the epic, awesome music. Because it is epic and it is awesome. So here's... Oh, hang on. So here's what happens. As you hit it, so a couple of things happen. The psychic damage part doesn't do anything really that you can tell. The frightening effect of it does not come through. You can see that it is not. It does not have a mind to effect. It cannot be afraid. However, the moment the radiant damage hits it, the holy light of your lord touches it. It explodes in a shower of gore and bone and guts and
And orc
viscera
paste.
and orc paste.
It's like an orc party popper. It just goes.
And what I most especially
Oh.
want to point out, you're all surrounding it. You are all covered
Ha ha ha.
in
I'm
orc
like-
bits. And
Icker.
so you whack it, and it just and as it explodes, Metzi,
Mm.
you see, because you've still been looking at this, and you're the most arcanely attuned in the bunch. You see a brief black smoky wisp that looks like almost like a face sort of briefly appear and then almost immediately dissipate.
I'm starting to hyperventilate because I'm covered in orc. Not. I've noticed, but I am not paying attention to that right now. I am having a moment. Just like standing completely still and freaking out.
Metzi is having a fancy bitch shit fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tail lashing, nothing else moving, like clawed paws just shaking, just not really here.
Friendly dances in the blood rain.
I'm watching Glory go off. I'm just blown away. I'm like,
So was the orc.
never having seen that before. That was sweet.
Nice.
Was that all of them?
I think you got her.
As you guys are taking a moment to
Nothing.
sort of calm down a little bit, Aaron will actually run up to... Sorry, not Aaron. Joey will run up to Finn, and he'll kind of... Finn, he'll sort of tug on your tunic.
Yes. What is it?
Yes,
Well done, young
yes,
man.
you
Well
can
done.
give some inspiration to Brenly. Absolutely, you can. Although, yes, you absolutely can. So, Brenly, go ahead and take yourself some inspiration.
I will. Thank you.
Nice.
Joey was like, sir, the Glory Seekers?
Yes.
Can you just come with me?
I'll dash off with him right away.
Okay.
Well done. Nice shooting, lad.
Do I hear that?
Thank you. Yeah, you do hear that.
Yeah, I'm going to motion for Glory to come along with us, knowing that's Glory's squad.
Camera's still glowing. Like, what?
So Aaron will take you west of the village, and he'll take you through some trees, and on the way he explains that one Glory Seeker managed to get to his tower before falling down. He was covered in crossbow bolts and cuts and scrapes, but it had managed somehow to get back to town, but it was messed up. Told Joey where to go to look. Joey went, saw what it was, and came back to get you guys. So as you're coming up, and all of you, if you want, you can be here for this. Although
Metsu's not there unless someone actually like shakes him out of his funk, because he is not.
right,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure anyone would have thought to do. Leech is not there
No.
either, as Leech is currently ministering to Brick, who is still
And
lying on
feasting.
the ground in a bit of a daze.
I would have gone though.
Okay, so it's Brenly, Glory, and Finn, and Joey.
Yep.
So he takes you out into like a small clearing to the west of the village, and it is a fucking bloodbath. All of the Glory Seekers are dead or dying. They're in horrifying shape. However, there are about 75 or so dead goblins, 3 dead orcs, and 1 decapitated ogre, who are also in this field. There are scorch marks. There are crossbow bolts all over the damn place. broken swords and other things. Just a whole battle happened over here, and it doesn't look like it went well for anybody.
Glory, you've trained your warriors very well. Can we medicine check and tend to whomever is, maybe stabilize anybody that remains alive?
Yeah, you can start trying to get like a triage going.
Okay.
Yeah, Shogun, I've worked on that a couple of times. It's partially like I'll lower it, but it's a matter of the microphone clarity is more the issue, which we'll fix in time. But I did lower it again. We'll see how it works. Okay, so what do you guys do? So Wiley, Finn, you're working on triage. Glory, what do you do?
Also helping to see how many I can save.
Okay. You managed to find about 6 who have a pulse. You can stabilize them over time. You also find 1 goblin that has a pulse. It's up to you what you do with it.
I'm gonna interrogate.
Okay. So how do you guys want to go about doing that?
I speak Goblin, so I'm gonna ask him.
Same.
Where did you come from?
Fuck your
Who's
mother.
Who's your commander, you little shit? Kind of shake him.
You shake him, and
fuck your mother. Fuck your mother.
Obsessions with mother. Why is it never fuck your father?
I'm gonna pull out my hand axe, and I'm gonna shave a little bit on my arm. Perhaps you'd like to tell me who is your commander?
that asshole over there, and he points to one of the dead orcs.
Where did you come from?
Fuck your mother.
I swing my hammer down and break his leg.
Nice.
And say, where did you come from?
We came from the desert.
Did we go through the desert coming in? I don't remember the world map very well.
You did not. So
No.
I will switch
No.
the view over to the
It was
world
all
map. Just so that everyone
foresty
can
and
see.
stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop,
Desert
boop.
is the southwest portion, I think.
So switching to the overworld map.
Oh, the west. Oh, yeah, that's where they. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the desert is to the
The
west.
west. Okay.
The goblin is unhappy right now. His leg is smashed, and he's just sort of sitting there, like, kind of moaning vaguely. Ah, ah.
Where in the desert?
The Tower of Shadows.
Is this where this Shadow Clan comes from?
Oh,
He
before we ran
doesn't
off, I would have.
he doesn't respond, because he looks confused by that question. Like
Who is
he's hemming and hawing. He just doesn't know how to answer.
who is the commander at this Shadow Tower?
Big tall guy, yells a lot, doesn't feed us.
What race is he?
I don't know.
Ogre?
You all look alike
Orc?
to me.
Is he ogre? Orc?
He's not an ogre. He's not an orc. He looks like one of you smooth guys.
Is he human? Look up at Moog. Like him? I'll point at the paladin.
I don't know. Human,
Uh,
elf, Whatever. He's a pinky.
Pink.
Yeah.
You gotta fix my leg or kill me. Pick one.
Not the only two options.
Choice isn't gonna be
Cody?
yours much longer. Yes, says the sparrow in the corner.
So up until this point, Brenly's been really silent. She's never really like failed people before, so she didn't really know how to react. She wasn't like going and being helpful like they were. But she's definitely going to come up and try to smash his skull in right now.
Oh, yeah, that's an
Oh.
option.
Does anyone stop this?
Glory's going to bend over.
I'm gonna
pick
drop
him by
him.
the head.
All right.
Drop him and walk off.
Okay, so Finn drops him. Glory, what do you do?
Glory is going to pick him up by the skull. Say, "It hurts, doesn't it?" And I am going to low underhand pitch it over to Bren.
And now we have Goblin Baseball.
Slow pitch softball. All right. Okay.
I had 9 good reasons to do that.
So,
Understood.
I'm not gonna make you roll. We're just for cinematic purposes. I'm down with all how all of this is going. Those of you who don't have inspiration yet, please take inspiration. So, Wiley, I believe that that's you. Glory, do you have inspiration?
Thank you.
Okay.
Give me for the alchemist fire, Sriracha.
Because I love this sort of like very dark, like LA Confidential style interrogation technique here.
Well, those are my
Riley,
favorite
I hope you
enemies.
didn't try to
So
be the bad cop there, because
Yeah, that was definitely bad cop, bad cop, bad cop. There was
no,
no.
my alignment is good.
that's like bad cop, worst cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Betsy is
Brenly
over
just,
somewhere
like-
having flashback. Nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Brenly just like stands in shock for a while, then drops the shield, walks over two-handed. Pop!
He is gone. So the 6 that you are currently working on, they are definitely fucked up. 2 of them may never walk again.
I'll send Joey back to the village to have them prepare litters, stretchers, so we can transport them back and everything.
Okay.
Maybe bring Leech back.
Yes, it's allowed. I'm supposed to do this. That's the point. Okay. Leech will eventually come back, but Leech will basically he'll take one look at the battlefield and go, I can't really do anything here. What? Here, and he'll like walk down the line and he'll try to heal the people that are hurt. He doesn't have a whole hell of a lot of juice left, but he'll give them what he's got. And some of their wounds heal, but like missing limbs don't come back.
Right.
They're just screwed basically. So like these 6 guys, while they are not going to die, they're no longer soldiers.
Right. Well, we wish to save their lives. Gloria to be commended in your training of them. Obviously, they have become very skilled in battle in a short time.
Now,
Glory walks away.
I'd like to like verbally comfort the injured people.
most of them are unconscious.
I'd be addressing them.
Most
Are
of them
they-
are unconscious. Leech
Conscious
could
still? Okay.
wake them up for you if you really want him to.
No.
No.
But yeah. So, I'm gonna ask Glory, how you feeling right now?
Glory is going to walk back over to the corpse of the splattered remains of the orc, and just stare at it.
Okay.
She's going to look at everything else around her, and then she's going to go back, walk up towards Elswick, see how he's doing.
Well, hang on. So give me a perception roll as you're looking around.
Damn it.
Is this the orc I'm standing next to? Because I'm still standing there.
Are you still carrying over there?
No. The
Oh,
orc
shit.
that Metsu that you're at is gone.
Okay.
No, I was asking.
Because I'm
if
still
Mets-
covered in it.
Yeah, I was asking if Metsy's having a carry moment, covered in blood. Just
Oh, yeah, Metsu might be, but you're not there yet. Give me a.
that was a 6.
Okay, while you're still at the battlefield. Okay, so you don't see
Mhm.
shit. That's fine. So you head on back, and I'll reconnect with you soon. Brenly and Wiley, both of you give me perception rolls as well, while you guys are still down at the battlefield.
Okay.
Now, Wiley, did you intend to roll that with advantage?
Oh, I toggled it on during the battle, so just take the 13. That's fine.
Okay. Okay. All right, that's fine. Okay, so you guys, you carry the other people back. Some of the villagers are willing to come out and help, like Stretcher, and a few other villagers come out, and you can hear them sort of muttering things like, "See, this is what happens when you hope," or "I knew this would happen." There are also some very just upset villagers. One woman comes out and is frantically looking for her husband. One of the male villagers is, looking for his son. Someone else is trying to find their brother.
We're gonna make sure and bring the bodies back of the deceased, of the fallen.
Yeah, and the village comes out to help. And the overall sense that you get is that this is not the first time they've done something like this. What you do hear, though, additionally, is people saying things like, "Wow, we got a lot of them this time," or someone actually says, "Huh, looks like we gave as good as we got." All right, thanks, Glory. But these are all things that they're saying like under their breath. None of them are directly addressing any of you.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, most of them don't make eye contact with you for a little while because they're just not sure how they feel. So that is how that goes. Elswick, in some good news, is coming around. He is upright and he's actually standing. Well, he keeps trying to stand, and people keep making him sit down. So
Good.
So he keeps trying to get up. Like, no, but my people, they need me. And
They need you alive. Sit down.
Yes, exactly, and that's what keeps happening. Metzi.
Why do I imagine like housewives just being like, "Nope, sit."
It's
Nope,
almost exactly
sit.
that.
Perfect.
Metzi, how are you dealing?
I have backed up so that my back is against the wall of the school or whatever passes for the wall, and I am hyperventilating and just staring at nothing because I'm covered in guts and shaking.
Okay.
I am not present in any way.
After a little bit, one of your school children will come up to you and tug on your tail.
There will be a brief like jerk as I go to react, but stop myself, and then I will just turn really slowly and look down and be like, "Yes."
The kid, I think you wrote down the children's names, right?
At some point somewhere. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, add Ricky.
Alice.
Add Ricky to
Alice.
the
Go
list.
for Alice.
No,
Ricky.
add Ricky to the list. All the other kids
Okay.
call him Sticky Ricky.
Okay.
And Ricky is tugging your tail, and you can already tell that if your fur weren't currently coated in shit, it would have a little bit more on it. And he will look at you
Okay.
and he will say, "Teacher, is there anything that we could do to help?"
Take a deep breath, reach down, and I just pick Ricky up onto my hip as I'm doing that, I cast prestidigitation on both of us. So he
Yay!
ain't sticky, and I'm not covered in guts anymore. And just be like, no, everything's fine now.
Would you like
Do I
to
see
have
this?
a cookie? And he is legitimately like holding out a cookie.
Do I see this? Do I see this? Do I see this?
That's up
I
to you.
take
So,
I
yes?
take it in one hand and like break it with my thumb
Uh-huh.
in the middle and hand him back half, and I eat the other half.
Thank you.
By the way, that everything is fine now, DM. That was my one a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Whether or not that's a good enough reason, I'm leaving to you. But that was my one.
No, that's fine. Okay, so Ricky will hop off in a little. He gets wriggly.
Yeah. Put him back down.
And we'll wander away. And
Does he wander away back into the school, or does he
Yeah, it's
wander
night.
away?
Go
in
home.
general?
It's
'Cause
difficult to tell. He's like I don't know if Family Circus is a shitty newspaper comic that ever made its way over there, but like he's like Bobby. It's like there's this dotted line that's just going all over the place. Anyway, this suffice to say, he moves from point A to point B like a bumblebee. Okay, he does not go anywhere the most direct route.
I'm just keeping an eye while I eat this half a cookie.
Okay.
Is it actually a cookie?
It is in fact a cookie. It's like a
Okay.
like a sugar cookie with some cinnamon on it. It's actually good. It does surprisingly make you feel slightly better about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is Metzi, Glory. You are checking on our mayor. So he is upright in a chair. He is sipping from a glass of water, and he keeps like sort of like touching, like he keeps running his finger around the like dent in his chest. And then just looking around at the village like he can't believe what is going on. And when he sees you, he just immediately is like, "Oh, Glory, what happened? Where are we? What's going on?"
Glory's. He's still sitting down, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Glory's just gonna walk up in front of him, drop her shield and her hammer, drop to her knees, and just stared straight at the ground, and be like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They're gone, but
Who's gone? What are you apologizing for? What happened?
the Glory Seekers, Mr. Mayor. We took some casualty.
Some casualties. How many?
9.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, Glory, I'm sorry. Was anyone else hurt?
Not that I saw. I wouldn't have actually seen
No.
Joey take an arrow, would it? Okay. So, no. No one else is in danger.
So the village is okay?
They panicked a little bit, but Leech got them inside of the houses. They let
Glory,
in.
understand. This is a tragedy, but it is also a success. We've lost some today. They will be missed and remembered as heroes, but the village is okay. The buildings are not on fire. Most of the people are alive. This is progress. This is victory.
If you say so.
I do.
And she's gonna get up and just walk out. She's not gonna pick up her shield or her hammer. She just walks out.
Oh. he'll try to get up and be immediately restrained by 3 housewives.
Good.
Okay, so there is that. So moving, let me see. Moving to Wiley and Cubit, you guys bring the remaining soldiers back from the battlefield. What do you do next?
We'll see to it that the injured are taken wherever we can best take care of them. And I would like to locate the families of the fallen.
Okay. The families of the fallen glory seekers are actually not that difficult to find, mostly because there just aren't that many people in this village still.
Right.
So they, one and all though, the story that you continually hear when you meet these families and you tell them the news is it's initially a sense of sheer disappointment and deep sadness, followed almost immediately by someone saying some version of the phrase, "But that is what he wanted to do," or "He gave his life for the village he loved," or "He died in service." Thank you for letting us know.
What can I do to be of help? I would like to perhaps plant trees in their honor, perhaps a grove, the Glory Seeker Grove, something to remember them and honor them.
Most of the families are actually really into that idea, but there is one family in particular where it's a father who 2 of his sons were Glory Seekers. His wife is no longer with him, and his response to you is, "I want you to kill every single green-skinned bastard that you can find between here and all the rest of creation. Can you do that for me?"
I'll kneel before him and bow my head and hold his hand and say a prayer to my deity. By Rilophane's bow, all goblins I encounter shall perish at my hand in honor of your brave sons.
Thank you.
And I'll give him a holy symbol
Aw.
that I had carved, only to go and carve myself a new one.
He takes the holy symbol and he holds it to his chest, and he bows to you. He says, "Go kill the fuckers."
Indeed we shall, friend.
I
I'll
know where
take
you
my
can
leave.
start.
I'll take my leave and find my 3 archery friends.
The boys and their father are helping in the village with taking care of the 6 wounded and digging graves for the remaining 9, right? This is a whole village affair, especially because it was already dusk when this all started. By the time everything is done and the town's generally put back together, the sun is already beginning to come up. What am I saying here? What are you all giggling about?
The chat.
Make sure all the kids go, nice.
Oh,
No, you're good.
question.
You're good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Did Moogs see me with Sticky Ricky? That is a weird sentence.
Moogs did see that.
Damn it.
Lori said nothing though. She just kept walking.
So it like the sun is already beginning to come up by the time all this is wrapped. The bodies are laid in. The families all say their piece. There's an impromptu burial ceremony Ellswick, in a chair, leads it, and the people all, everyone attends again. This time, Ellswick's speech obviously is not nearly as rousing as the last time, and instead he simply says, "Duty and honor are meaningless words for lords and ladies. It is easy to promise one's life when there is no threat of ever having to pay it. But for those of us here who are doing this work and building this life, duty is expensive indeed. We lay these 9 down today, and while we are sad and our hearts are heavy, we praise them for their service. We thank them for the price they paid that we do not. And I think the best way we can honor them from here is to take their sacrifice and build on it. This village is dirt. We are building from nothing. But one day I see this as a gleaming, shining metropolis. I see this village as a true beacon of hope and knowledge and study and, most importantly, of peace. If war is the price that we must pay for that peace, so be it. But I know that this here is just the beginning. And if we are going to make this what it truly can be, this will not be the last time we gather this way. Are we in agreement then? Do we understand that this is the price we all pay? And the villagers, one by one, they nod. And you start to hear from the crowd, yes, we pay this cost. And that's the night. One more check-in. How we doing?
I have a question.
Yes.
Did any of my kids, my 11 kids from the school, did any of them lose family members?
Yeah.
Do I have orphans I have to look after? What I'm asking.
You do not have orphans.
Okay.
It turns out, and this is
Something like a condition.
a bit of
Orphans.
a bit of foresight on the part of the town guard. They would not allow any single parents to sign up. So there
Okay.
are no orphans. Anyone who
Okay.
has a kid, or any children that like are part of the school, they still have at least one parent. But you do have a couple who lost either an older brother or a father. 3 kids are affected.
Okay.
1 lost an older brother, 2 lost fathers.
There were women in the Glory Seekers, right? Just
I
checking.
keep wondering the
There
same thing.
were not yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
A potentially untapped source of vitality
Rage.
and rage. Yeah. Yeah. The town right now seems to have an abundance of housewives and perhaps a lack of soldiers.
There is one.
Start teaching.
My
them.
my LT.
Oh yeah, your lieutenant.
Yes, yes. Also, if anyone's read Monstrous Regiment, I'm down for that anytime.
Yeah.
So,
Here for it.
all right. So, you all go to bed, and you wake up in the morning to the sound of knocking on your cabin. Sorry, you wake up.
Oh, I forgot.
You actually wake
Sorry.
up mid-afternoon. Yes,
One more
Metsu.
thing.
Yes.
I find Brick after the memorial / speechifying.
Yeah.
I clean his hands with prestidigitation and I let him pet my tail. Really begrudgingly, but I
Nice.
let him pet the tail for like 3 strokes and then I walk away.
Is
He
very,
deserves that.
very
He does.
soft.
He nearly gave his
Thank
life for that.
you. I like
welcome.
soft things.
Sort of. And then I walk off. Just like, good, Brick.
Yes,
Couldn't forget
tons
that.
and tons of character growth today.
And none of us saw that, right?
Is this considered a long rest then, Zed?
Yeah, everyone take a long rest. So if you had damage, your damage is gone. If you spent spells or smites, your spells and smites are back.
My armor class is back to 11.
It's okay.
Did you turn it all the way up to 11?
No, I turned it all the way up to 14. Now it's gone back down to 11. But I enjoy the reference.
So in the morning,
Afternoon.
yeah, sorry, mid-afternoon, when the town starts getting going again. Tiny Alice is the one knocking on your door.
I'm on top of the caravan. I
Okay.
don't sleep inside unless it's raining.
That's fine. You can see Alice then if you peer
It's like-
over top. Mayor Elswick wanted to see you.
And I jump down and land like just next to her and pick her up and be like, all right. And start beating on the door, like waking the rest of them up, like tank, tank, tank. Child on hip.
So we said it's the afternoon.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so yesterday, like Brenly kind of like went through the motions and was like following the lead and like definitely helping like with the graves and everything. And she probably would like squeeze people's arms and stuff, but she hasn't actually like spoken
Yeah.
like since seeing that battlefield or whatever. And she is a very early riser, so I kind of pictured that she's just like in bed silently until this point. But she'll walk out and like just kind of like shrug and be like,
Okay. Oh no, terrible time to lose shakes. We've done so well. Oh, wait. Coming back?
They're still here.
They're still here.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right, good. Then maybe it was on my end everything slowed down. That could be.
Ah.
Maybe.
Okay, so, Shakes, what were you saying though?
I was just saying, when Bren comes out, I just go, Elswick wants us, and keep knocking on the door frame to get the other 2 out.
Okay.
Come on.
I completely ignore the fact I have a small child with me, by the way. I'm not acknowledging it at all. The snake, Nikan, which is a coral snake, is probably just like curling down and entertaining the small child, and I'm just completely ignoring it.
Yeah, the snake is, like, making... If a snake could smile, yours is.
Happy
She's
snake.
friendly!
And Alice is,
Friendly.
like, petting its head.
It's like curling around her little arm and just like, and just like,
Every once in a while it constricts, just a tiny amount.
it's not a constrictor. It's not a constrictor.
I love Alice.
By the way, one of
She
my...
likes snakes.
Just a brief aside, one of my students today mentioned that they happen to have a fear of snakes, and I explained that while I am personally afraid of spiders, even still, snakes don't bother me simply for the fact that you know what the little bits on their bottom that help them get around are called, right? Scoots.
Yeah.
Aw.
Snakes get around on scoots. I cannot be afraid of anything that's
have
primary mode of locomotion is scoots.
Have you seen snakes when they drink? It is the cutest thing. Their little
It
cheeks
is
just
so
go.
adorable.
It's so cute.
I love snakes.
Anyway,
I love them.
so I just wanted to
Okay.
share that with you.
That is
Carry on.
important. Thank you.
So, Alice will eventually, once you're all out, will say, Mayor Elswick wanted to see all of you. He told me to come over here and get you, and he said that if I did, that I could also have a candy. So can you come back now, please?
And I just immediately start walking towards the office. Like, I'm ignoring them. Just like, okay, we'll get you candy. Let's go. Just moving on.
All right.
Uh,
That way.
Still not really like acknowledging she's there or she's spoken. Just as soon as she says candy, I start walking. Let's go get your candy.
That is awesome, Corsair.
That's why I kept saying Alice last time and this time. I was like, Alice.
Okay.
Alice.
Okay, so you guys head over to the office. Ellswick is different than he was yesterday. First off, he's exchanged his beige robes for black. He seems more awake than normal, more serious. Typically, when speaking with Ellswick, he would come off as almost being a little sleepy, perhaps, in conversation with him. He is not that at all today. He looks like someone really hit him with some voltage. So when you guys come into the office, Ellswick says, yes, perfect. Very glad that you guys are here. Please, come, take a seat around this table. And he motions to, it's a large, oaken, like, slab table, and it's got a big map laid out on it. I assume you guys all come in and sit down?
Mm-hmm.
I make sure Alice gets her candy.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And Ellswick will, like, toss a small bag of candies to Alice, who catches it and opens the bag and takes one out and offers it to Metzi.
And I just take it and eat it.
And then
And
she'll
Nikan
take
curls
one
around her neck and stays with her.
and offer it to the snake.
And Nikan just takes
Sticks
it
his
really,
little
really
tongue
carefully
out and like licks
and
it.
just starts like licking it.
Um,
Like it's trying to hold it in its mouth and lick it at the same time. So it's like
and Alice will giggle and kind of hop her way outside.
the snake goes with her wrapped around her neck until she gets home, and then it bumps back to me.
She's just sitting outside. She's just waiting.
Oh, okay. It just stays with her, just
Yep.
entertaining her.
She's playing with the snake and eating the candy and having a grand time. So,
Like you do.
the map
And then we
is,
sit down.
the map that is on the table is
I'm already looking over the map.
the overland map. It is the map that you
Okay.
guys have seen.
I'm currently looking at.
Yes. So I'm trying to sort of resize it to make it a little bit better for the stream there. Okay. So, and then let me see. Is there a way for me to write text on here? I don't know that there is. Oh, there is. There totally is.
Yeah.
So what you'll get is, and let's make it much bigger than that. Let's make it 30. Nope, 32 is too big. 26. What's 26 look like? 22. All right. Okay. Oh, that is actually quite a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Hang on. I thought it was going to be all big, and it's not.
That's what she said.
Damn it! I was being so good. So good. I'm like, nope, don't do it. He's going to take away your experience again. Don't do it.
Sorry.
We love you.
That
Oh.
You know what? Fine.
3 exclamation points.
Yes.
Really?
I'm fine with this.
Do you remember what Pratchett said about multiple exclamation points?
And
Remember?
yet, I don't care. So,
Okay. What kind of teacher are you again?
my kind.
Yeah.
One of a kind. So that is what is written on the map, in sort of a scrolling hand, There are some arrows. And Ellswick looks at you and he says, "All right, here's what we know." And he points. And he says, "And that's it. That's all we know. We've never been able to explore. We've never had the opportunity to explore. We've never had the capacity to explore. And we've never had anyone here who had the skills to explore. We have been fighting with both hands tied behind our back this entire time. We know that we're in the center of this bowl here." And he points to where the town is, the forward outpost. "We know that we're here at the mercy of everything that wants to come towards us. And we know that our village lies at the very center of what is causing all of this strange geography and geological activity and weather. However, last night, and I've finally gotten all of the reports in that I can possibly get. We've pieced together as much of what went down as we possibly can. Although I do have a few holes that I could use some help with filling in.
I nod and catch his eye. That's my jam.
The orc last night said something to you. You responded in kind, but no one knew what it was. What did the orc say?
The orc mentioned the Shadow Clan coming for us.
Okay.
Yeah, I relay all of that because she spoke in infernal stuff.
So she said it during battle before too.
Oh, okay.
Before you got up on her. Yeah.
That
She was certainly affected by some kind of magic. Necromantic.
really
Shit.
okay. All of that tracks with what we've been told previously. There are forces out in the wilderness. Each of these towers that's on this map is actually there. We've been able to see them. Well, I've been able to see them using some far-seeing...
He's
No,
not that tall.
just some minor far-seeing...
He's taller than me.
Just some far-seeing magic that my people practice. I can't see things in real time so much as I can get an image. So I know that these towers exist, but I don't know what's in them. But we have heard of the Shadow Clan a number of times. Yes, some of these forces do wear crosses. Others of them walk around in robes of white. Sorry, that's for the stream. I apologize. It's from a song from the 90s. It's Rage Against the Machine. I mean, come on.
Other saves are where cross is.
It's killing in the name of. Killing in the name of, people. Anyway.
I didn't
Great
connect
jam.
it first.
It's okay. So, I apologize for that tangent. And Throck is a bad, bad man. And we can also
90s
blame
thing,
him.
so-
So,
Oh, I used to headbang to that in my teenage years.
aw.
Didn't we all?
Cubit, you're a 90s baby.
I was born in the 90s.
Oh, Cubit, don't do that
The,
again.
the beginning of the 90s or the end of the 90s?
1990.
Okay, so yeah, you're a 90s kid.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, I apologize. I won't blow anyone's mind right now with ridiculousness about like my students or anything.
Mm-mm.
Oh no.
I
Actually,
work with 18-year-olds, I feel you.
yeah, I will because I have to. I teach 9/11 as a history lesson, just to give you some idea,
Right.
because my current sophomores were not alive.
Whoa.
Nor was my son.
Oh.
No, the 90s were 10 years ago.
I-
What are you talking about?
My
No
son was
one I-
born 3 weeks after 9/11.
No one I work with knows who Monty Python are. We're British!
Oh man, yeah. Isn't that? I thought that was like your cultural heritage.
No one knows who they are. I had to try and explain it. And You don't know
Wow.
how weird it sounds until you try and explain Monty Python.
I have shown some of my students a few pieces of the flying circus here and there. They did particularly like the. Well, we're getting way off track. They like the segment on how to camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like,
they're like,
this person has the right idea. They've hidden behind a bush.
and then plume, and then
Boom.
anyway. All right, back to Ellswick. I think we needed that little break, so I'm fine with a little tangent. But
His parrot is dead.
I have the ability, once every so often, to contact the Empire proper and ask for reinforcements, supplies, etc. I will do that today. Your job is twofold. One, I need you to find out exactly what it is that we need, what I should be asking for. While I have a list currently existing, I want to be certain from your perspective, that of our town's protectors, what you think we need most. And secondly, I want you to prepare for an expedition into the deserted wastes. I want you to go to that tower. I want you to find what is in it. I want you to kill it, and I want you to burn it to the ground.
It will be my pleasure, sir.
Glory?
Can I very, very subtly use my brooch and cast detect magic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can do that.
Does he seem at all magically enthralled or anything? Because he seems very odd.
Ellswick radiates magic. You can give me an Arcana check to try to determine the school.
Okay. Do you want me to roll a sleight of hand check for casting it without him knowing?
No, I'm fine with that. I'm willing to sort of give you a 10 on that. He is distracted enough right now that he wouldn't really pay attention anyway.
Yeah, I don't figure out shit.
Okay. He is definitely magical at the moment.
Yeah.
He is tall and magical.
Yes. Yes,
He's
he
a
is.
Disney princess.
He has magical hair.
I don't think he has hair. Wasn't he bald?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe, in fact, he is like billiard smooth.
Hmm.
Okay.
I was
So.
referencing the Wreck-It Ralph thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Did a big strong man come in?
I like how she says that and everyone nods and you just got Merida like, nope, didn't happen to me. I'm good. I'm fine. We're good. I'm just here for the food. It's fine.
Yeah.
Relatable.
True.
I
All
don't
right.
know what you're talking about. She's like, nah.
So that is what he asked. So he looks specifically at Glory. Glory, I know that you feel that you let us down. And I know that no amount of me telling you otherwise will change that feeling. So I'm just going to ask, are you ready for this next task?
Looking at him straight in the eyes. Consider the tower gone.
Okay. Okay. So, while you're out there, we do need you to do a few other things. Try to take some notes, map a bit if you can. If there is anything of interest, we need to know. If there's anything that is a danger to us, we need to know that as well. But specifically, we need to know what is in those towers. If there is a shadow clan, what are they? Who are they? Where do they come from? How did they get here? This crater that we live in didn't exist this way even 100 years ago. And yet, when we come across ruined buildings in the few exploration treks that we've been able to take, some of them seem to be of styles of architecture 5, 6, 700 years old or more. We have found rusted tools and remnants of civilizations that we know to have been extinct for millennia. Nothing major, nothing big, nothing valuable. But we know that the existence of this place, of this entire region, is wrong somehow. And if this Shadow Clan, and forgive my saying so, but I believe they were speaking Infernal from the villagers' explanations. If this Shadow Clan is demonically or devilishly linked, we need to know that.
Why?
Well, if nothing else, it gives us an idea of exactly who we're up against. But if they are related to the forces of the underworld, then knowing exactly which, say, demon prince, for example, controls them gives us an understanding of what they might be here for. If, for example, it's some lord of gluttony, well, then we're in for a fight because they simply want to take everything over. But say it's a lord of knowledge or power or something more tangible. Well, then we have some ideas to the nature of this very place. We've been tasked by the Empire to...
You have been tasked by the Empire too.
The rest of this village has. The people in it have been tasked by the Empire.
Including the kids.
Have been tasked by the Empire to determine exactly what's going on here and whether it can be exploited. Now...
And they're willing to die for that?
No, they're willing to die for a new life. If what is here is as valuable as it seems to be, as we think it is, they could be setting up their future generations to be not just comfortable, but genuinely wealthy. They're taking a gamble on their own lives for the future of their lines. If you look out there, these are, for the most part, people who had nothing. This is the best shot they have at upward mobility. You know as well as I that the Empire is fairly stratified. Yes, you do in fact know this. The Empire is stratified. The rich stay rich, the poor stay poor. This is a shot that most of them won't get. So yeah, they're willing to give their lives for it. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to do what you do. You know that better than I do. You know what to do better than I ever could. And you've proven that several times over. You've defended us, you've kept us alive, and frankly, I would not be standing here before you right now were it not for you. So I am in your debt, and I defer to your expertise. What should we do from here? Please, let me know what I need to ask for and what you need to make your journey more likely to succeed. And then...
I do believe we will need more armaments and reinforcements, especially if we were to go on a journey and leave these people
Fortifications.
to fend for themselves once again.
Reinforcements, fortifications.
And perhaps the time to train them before we go.
Okay.
I feel like they've learned that they can defend themselves and they can take care of themselves. They just need to be trained and taught. They believe in the mission.
I will tell you I have a concern.
You have a concern.
I have many concerns. I have one in particular at this moment I feel like voicing. At their fastest, it would take a month for new recruits to make their way here. Plus training and readying, assuming that they're not already militarily inclined, which I will ask for, believe me. We're still looking at least 2 months before we have an effective fighting force in this village again. My fear, though, is that that amount of time is also enough for this Shadow Clan to recover from the losses they faced last night. I feel that we have an opportunity in front of us right now that we should take.
To leave the town undefended.
Well, that's why I'm talking to you. We have a group of women who would like the opportunity to stand up for themselves in a way that in most places in the Empire they just aren't allowed to. Now, I personally have no compulsion one way or the other. Anyone who wishes to pledge themselves to a cause is perfectly fine to do so in my book. But they don't have any prior training. They don't know exactly what to do. All I can give you are 10 very motivated women who are interested and, aside from their gender, meet all of the typical requirements of town guards. The town charter is ours to edit however we like. So if we would like to drop the gender requirement, I'm fine with it. But I want to speak and discuss this with you first. So what do you say?
Drop it.
I point over at Bren, like, well, I think we did put it to you okay.
You
Let
did?
them join.
All right. Then
If they want to protect this town, let them join.
But until they can, the town would still be undefended if we left.
well, seeing what you were able to do with the Glory Seekers in only a few days. Now, to be fair, most of them had prior
That turned
training.
out well.
It did. A group of 15.
More than we did.
A group of 15 took down what turned out to be 87 goblins, 3 orcs, and an ogre. That turned out exceptionally well. By my calculation, we could give you as much as a week to train before we run into the danger of a properly resupplied clan. Are you willing to train them? I think
I'm willing.
I think we'll need
I'm
all
not
of you on
happy.
this.
I'm willing.
All right. That being the case, then, I think the path forward is clear. Metzi, there is one other issue that we need to discuss. I owe you 6 silver for this week, and 6 silver for every week forward.
I'm just
No,
like
we're all like-
trying to shush him, and it's subtly, and it's not working.
It's not working at all. And he pulls a little pouch out, and he just puts that down in front of you. Thank you very much, teacher.
Not looking at any of them. Just
And even
take the pouch and put it in my
Yeah.
pocket.
Exposed. Your shameful secret is public now.
I just look straight at him and just say, discretion would have been appreciated.
I wasn't aware that it was anything to be ashamed of. I'm very sorry.
You're not aware of a lot of things. And that is said like deadpan.
Yeah.
Like, there's something there. You don't know what it is, but there is something there. You are not aware of a lot of things.
Are you glowing a little bit?
Fur is just slightly puffed up, like not totally, but it's just like, ah.
Half puff. Okay.
Tail is
Half
doing
puff.
that curly thing. It's not happening, it's just flicking. Still not looking at any of them. Just like, no.
Okay. See you later, Shogun. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you for the base. Thank you.
All right. Well, it is 8:52. We started on time. I'm gonna end us 8 minutes early today. Although by the time we're done with our goodbyes, it won't be quite that long.
So have I just got 6 silver, by the way, just so I can
Yeah,
write it down?
yeah, you totally just got
This
6
is
silver.
mine.
Yes. 6
Yeah,
silver,
I'm
all
not
for
putting that
you.
in our little pool. That's
Yeah.
yours.
I'll add that to my sheet.
All yours.
By the way, the town ended up like they went over all the bodies of all the dead, everything, and they have coalesced all of the loot together. And when you guys go back to your cabin, you do find 50 gold in a little box with a note attached that says your split of the profits. And it's signed at the bottom in shaky hand L. Yeah.
I hope Joey got a really big cut.
Joey wouldn't know what to do with
Hazard pay.
1 whole gold, and he certainly has more than that right now.
There's like a whole merchant caravan
I
here.
saw
It's
you
like,
in my
buy some
camera, thank you.
I
furniture.
was trying.
Hi, God.
Oh my God.
Shucks.
All right, so we're gonna be raiding Forge Breaker once we're done. So thank you very much, Throck, for helping out with that. Before we go, let's do our 1 up, 1 down from the group, and let's go ahead. We'll start with. Let me see. Last time for this, I started with Wiley, I believe. So let's go ahead. We'll start with Shakes. Metzi, give me what you got.
I'd say my positive is getting to grips a little more with the number stuff, like the little fiddly bits for all the different attacks and how they stack and how that affects the rolls and stuff. Also, just more role play, which is my favorite thing. So getting to do more of that is brilliant. My minus probably be that I forgot that I had inspiration. That probably would have helped. I also forgot that I have an attack that has radiant damage, which would have been handy.
Yep, radiant damage would have been assisting. Yes.
Forgot that.
You do?
I do. As part of the Hexblade class, I can take a couple of spells that aren't really mine. So I have a radiant damage spell.
Nice.
But yeah, I have no real negatives. I was happy with how that went down, and now everyone knows way too much about me. Yay! I got paid.
You
Cubit.
That's me. So plus definitely seeing all of the like character growth, and I'm really enjoying seeing everyone like, I guess not necessarily learn more about their character, but get more comfortable being that character, and it seems like it's coming more naturally for everyone, and that's really cool. My negative or whatever is probably for myself. I really need to I chose all these like fancy maneuvers, and then I need to read them and remember what they do.
Fair.
So just need to prep a little bit better.
Yeah, if any of you guys have watched the Saturday game, the early Saturday game, because there are 2, I spend much of my time in between rounds, just rereading my spells. I've read them 50, 60 times. I reread them every single time because inevitably there's just some shit I'll forget, or sometimes I'll come up with something that would be particularly good at the moment that I hadn't realized before. And if I'm not rereading them, I'll forget those things. And there are definitely some spells I just don't use that often because I tend to forget about them. And when I then go back and reread them, inevitably my reaction is, oh, shit, yeah, that one's really good. That's why I picked it.
I forgot
So,
I could do that.
Yeah. Finn, I wanna go to Wiley. Wiley, how you feeling? Oh no, Wiley's quiet again.
He's mute again.
Oh
What-
no!
what do we do to fix it
Can you
last time?
type it? Aw.
Oh.
Hey, but we're doing well on only 2
Put it in the-
technical difficulties.
No, we've been good. We've been good.
We've been good.
I'd give us like a solid A minus.
As far as on time and technical issues, yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think we're doing well.
And based on like trajectory, like improvement.
While Wiley is typing, I will go with mine. Where's that? Okay.
Oh
Okay.
no, your Discord blew up. Yeah, you're
Oh.
frozen.
Oh yeah, he froze. Damn.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, maybe he'll be able to reset it. Thank you, Corsair. And yeah, I just want to say, so for my uppy downy, I mean, you guys are really getting a firm grasp of like who your characters are, what they want, what they do, like their motivations and such. And I'm really enjoying getting a chance to have you interact with each other more often. He does look thoughtful. That's also kind of Wiley an awful lot of the time. Is very thoughtful. And, the like I have no downs. I guess the growth for me is that I need to remember a little bit better what your guys' abilities are. So I need to be tailoring the fights a little bit more towards your strengths and weaknesses. So I am going to say you're going to be getting in the next little bit here. You're going to be getting less of the just like huge hordes of goblins. It's going to be changing up a bit. The purpose of the goblins is largely spent. There was a purpose. Most of that's dealt with, and I think you've somewhat outgrown them, which is good. Leech is fine.
We can only scare away dozens of amount of time.
Yeah, and that
Oh,
was
boy.
fucking
That
badass.
was so cool.
And so finally, I guess while we're waiting for,
You guys hear me?
yeah, I
Yes.
can hear you.
There he
Hey,
is. Perfect.
I don't know. I think my Discord is freezing up or something. I've got 2 frozen cameras, and
okay.
it's being silly tonight. It happens.
Well,
Hey,
while
you look very
we
thoughtful.
can at least hear you, what's your uppy downy?
I really felt good about the role play. We got into some drama, some feels, and everybody, like it's been said, right? Everybody's getting into their own character, and I really love that. That's why D&D is to role play. And I wish I would have contributed more, but again, between technology and it wasn't my best night in Roll20 ever, but that is the story of the game.
Yeah,
so you do what you can.
Although I do want to say, I actually, because I feel you on that a bit. I do think that you're actually contributing quite a bit. Aside from like in combat, where you're still doing a pretty good job. For example, you definitely saved Metzi from getting gutted.
Yeah.
'Cause that absolutely would have happened had you not
I
stepped
had
in there.
drama, but yeah, no,
We don't want that.
I would have been a very sick kitty.
Yeah. So that was a solid move. But also, I actually really dig your sort of like outsidery feel. Like you do a very good job of coming off as the like somewhat standoffish. I am an elf. I do elf things. I am very elfy and over here, and I am an elf.
Good.
Right.
Good.
And I think that's coming through quite well.
Whereas I'm just emotionally distant.
That's my background. I'm an Outlander, so
Yeah.
I'm working it.
Yeah, no, I think it's actually coming through quite well. You do a lot of like little character things that I notice, and I think are very effective.
I like how this party, everybody's finding their niche,
Yeah,
and a party works well together, and I love that about this. It's really good.
yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it a lot. And then finally, I saved you for last this time. Moogs.
Moogs.
Moo.
As a negative or
Moogs.
growth thing, What bothered me was the roll 20 just being sluggish at first,
Sure.
and a couple of us had rolls like 7 in a row. It's like, oh god, I didn't do it as far as that's the only negative I can really think of. But also, how dare you take away things that I have grown to love?
Aww.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
good. And yeah, I like how we're all starting to feel more comfortable just getting into our characters and interacting. I love this. It's good.
Yeah. Good shit. Tonight, this was awesome. I feel very, very good about how this went. So, thank you guys, everybody, and thank you everyone in the chat. and the
Thank you,
stream,
Zed.
for watching along. Oh, you're welcome.
Because you're awesome.
Yes, sir. Well done.
Um,
Everybody, well done.
Round of applause.
Everyone, give yourselves a pat on the back. And everyone,
You
I
too.
cannot deliver to you cookies, but you all deserve cookies, so please go find a cookie. And then,
Sticky Ricky cookies.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ah, hooray! And so we are going to raid. I'm trying to see. I've forgotten exactly who. We are going to raid Forge Breaker. Forge Breaker.
Boom, boom.
So stick with us, please, for the raid. And otherwise, everybody, thank you very much, and have yourselves a sweet evening.
Goodbye. Goodbye
See you
now.
next
Goodbye.
Monday, y'all.
Goodbye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
And I
Are we gone?
Not yet. We're going. I'm having technical issues.